it just takes a moment. Because it is delayed, even though we don't have a stream delay. It has to go to the server and then bounce back to us.
There it is.
Sorry, we're trying to figure this out.
I'm your stream coordinator.
All right. Welcome, everybody.
Emer.
All of the...
Almost pressed that. Just wanted
We have 4 people in here?
Hold on. Not my hat. You hate that.
Oh, yeah, that. Okay. I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, you're uncomfortable.
All right. So, I mean, there you go.
No.
Grab a random thing over here.
Well, did you Pepe? I'll take him.
I mean, we also have Cat over there.
Alright, I'm going to do that thing that I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
Super, look, I made it.
All right. So, we are going to be... Hey, look at that. We are going to be doing our test stream here for our Dungeons and Dragons campaigns that we will be streaming, hopefully weekly. And it will be Wednesdays, starting around probably 4:30 to 5, depending on when everyone shows up. And yeah, tonight we have everyone rolling new characters with our custom roll tables and our soon-to-be product line that we are going to be testing out tonight. So, we have an announcement over here.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay.
I cut my hat like obscured my eyes.
Yeah. It's your broody hat. Anyway, we have over here. I am Michael. I am your dungeon master, and I am the crazy madman who made everything in this world. So you will be terrified by my creations. Over here we have Alex.
Hello.
He is one of our great and trusty players. We have Aiden over here, who is another of our great and trusty players.
Go try and make shit all the time.
All the time, touching everything he shouldn't. We have Chad, another one of our great and trusty players, and our stream coordinator. So, everything that looks amazing here is that guy over there. Alrighty.
It's subpar, but it's working.
I mean, it's great.
It's functional.
Alright, so, starting off, let's roll some characters here. And I'll pull up that.
What's on and off the table for characters?
I'm thinking we're just gonna do
Roll.
normal fantasy for now. We're not gonna go into all of the
extra
stuff. Crazy. No, we're gonna do all of our extra stuff. Our normal roll table.
But nothing beyond fast.
Yeah, nothing beyond
Same thing
fantasy, Arcana, Punk. We're not doing any of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just gonna stick in the general fantasy. So no Cannoneers, Sumerians, all that other stuff that we have.
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll some characters, and the rest of you can hear this wonderful
Take your ball.
cave.
Why am I picking the ball?
Oh, also, tonight's dinner is provided by our wonderful chef friend here, Alex. Right there, yeah. And we have a fucking amazing salmon, rice, and amazing mushroom sauce by our wonderful chef, Alex. All right, you guys put together your classes while you get everything set.
On the stream coordinator, go ahead and roll first.
Hosting the stream.
Stream coordinator, let's do stream coordinator.
Stream coordinating. What do you want? What are we?
Rolling for it. Roll for your race.
89.
Alright, pull it up to the table. Oh, and I did add a couple more sub races recently. Alright, Chad, what did you get on your roll?
Race 89.
89. That is Azamar. Zero Azamar.
How do I spell that? Oh, it's Oz.
I'm a
Oh,
Azamar.
you're a gnome?
30.
30, nice. It's up here. So you guys can see. What'd you get?
Half one.
Yeah! Alright.
Gonar's coming.
There you go.
Gonar is everywhere.
Oh no, 54?
Yeah,
Four.
four.
Yeah, what? Alright, Azamar, we have you rolling a d6 for your sub race. Yeah. D6 for your sub race.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Out. 2.
2. That is the protector.
Protection, maybe.
Alright, we'll go down to gnome now. Oh, dwarf's right here.
There you go.
88. 4. Sequel.
Ocean belongs there.
Yeah, one of the very rare dwarves who actually is okay with being near water. And you got gnome?
Yeah.
Let's sit down at the gnome table. You guys have a couple new ones here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. E4. E4.
4.
Deep gnome. Smurf and Evelyn.
All right.
I realized I should have put up a U counter.
Oh. Yeah.
It's not bad to say. You always just attack now and then.
Okay. Now let's go to stop on here. Oh yeah.
But he
Yeah.
does as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dwarf. No, you got yours.
Nice. Oh, he's
Yeah. So on to classes. Deep. No, that's the conjuring.
It's a work in progress. Good because you can have it Twitch streamers and YouTube viewers next to each other. So it's
That is
separate. Facebook's garbage to us, and they don't have one.
Right. Oh, here we go. Classes.
I mean, they're trying.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. 200 roll for your class. Hopefully you get a pick. If not, kick
Go
back.
to 56.
56 on the table.
No hereditary.
Yeah. So
God damn it.
what you get?
And
No way!
I rolled a 7.
Dude! Alright. Welcome back.
Welcome back to being an actress. All right, this one's
That's absolutely insane. Okay.
Oh, that webcam sucks.
Oh yeah, it's way off.
That's so bad.
Non-hereditary. You get a pick. Whatever class.
I need to roll. Oh, this is our first war.
Oh, yeah. Well, here we go. We'll start off with the Azamar. You guys get your stats started up. Your protector edge.
Start pulling up that Google Drive.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Well, no, the class later.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
We're temporal board.
You guys will be 6th level. Yeah. We're not gonna do younger ages. I think that's hysterical.
Yeah, I rolled 2 men. 2 men.
Yeah.
And 2 short folks.
Yeah. Alright. So for all of you who are viewing, welcome. If you are,
You can check on the Twitch chat real quick as well. Because we can't see that.
oh right.
4 viewers though, that's pretty dank.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at it. The whole 4 of you? We love you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
No. Fuck that, we love you. Tonight, if you can see the title, or have seen the title, we will be playing Rat Trap, that together for tonight. And these guys are pretty good at character creation, so hopefully it won't be too long for it. While they're getting that set up, I'm just going to stare deeply into your souls and tell you how much I love you. Say that. Appreciate you.
We've gone down to one viewer.
Yeah, makes sense.
Trip stream. Oh wait, that's because you saw it. No, I brought 4 with me because I have a few bot viewers following me around. It's my setup.
Yeah.
They have because I'm Prime and
Yeah. That's cool.
oh yeah. Alright, bring me back that Asmar.
Gotcha. Need my generator?
Sure. Would I get to be the guy in the battle royale that system's underwear?
Sure, man.
As much as you want. Wow, this is super unorganized.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Eventually we'll have our own shit.
Okay. So where's the little stats on the vehicle?
Oh, cool.
Yep. Holy shit, that's a... Look at that. 2 buttons and I found our,
Found my man.
Oh, man.
Doing audio stuff on the screen. External.
Yeah, no, gotcha.
Hey, look, we're getting revenue even though you're.
That would be dope.
I'm gonna write dark vision in very large letters so I remember that I have it.
It is handy.
Pretty sure all of us have it, yeah.
Speaking of handy,
Not sure
yeah.
about that.
How's the other one?
Turn down the desktop a little bit. So it's the red bar.
Oh. Oh, just slide
Yeah,
it back.
slide that down.
Is that better? Can can hear us talking fine?
Mic webcam needs to go up. I think it's still on the microphone that it needs to be. Click on settings and see what it is. I don't think it's changed.
Where would that be?
Audio. Yeah, it's still on that. Okay, everything's where it should be.
Okay.
There's nothing we can do about the audio because the echo is going to be really bad in here no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we need to okay, let's change the desktop down to a little bit more than that though.
Okay.
Like 11. Yeah.
Turn it down to 11. Alright, is that any better?
Okay, it's a good balance, but it's still going to be very quiet. There's nothing we can do about that. We're already maxed out on microphone volume.
Yeah. Alright.
That's all we can get out of it.
For now, maybe we pull it in more? Here we go.
Well, I had it kind of angled within this scene, but you could bring it to right here, and that would be a lot better.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that sounds terrible.
Alright.
No contact with the table. Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, I'll turn it back up a bit. Oh wait, no, we can slide it. This has gotta be god awful. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Rip Chad.
How bad is it?
Okay.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but
Okay. So, is the audio sounding any better? Looks like it should be. Definitely like a higher.
yeah. So it's background noise, and then our actual volume has gone up.
That's good.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, our overall volume still won't max out, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We don't want to max out.
Exactly. Alright. And you can still see everyone. Everyone's making characters. Alright, so let's go over what you guys have so far. Class, race, all that kind of information.
Well, so far I am a pugilist sea dwarf.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seacliff dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm an animist gnome. Don't know which archetype yet.
Okay. And you're the Smurf Nevlin.
Yeah,
correct?
Smurf Nephilim gnome.
Okay.
Dope.
And Chad?
What?
Race class combo?
I haven't picked the class yet. I'm writing down all the race stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I have everything because they have a bunch of cantrips that they come with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Light cantrip, healing hands. And then protector?
Yeah. So, I'll scroll down for it.
Yeah, it's just a little bit down.
There you go.
Radiant souls. Starting at third level.
6, 10.
Hey, we're up to 4 actual viewers.
Dope.
It's nice.
Alright. Sorry for the delay. We're just getting everything set up.
Wings sprout from my back?
Yeah, dude. You can fly and shit.
What?
That's why it's so dope,
They
dude.
don't even let you do that in Fortnite. This is gonna be OP.
You say that.
1 minute, okay.
Yeah, it's official. We're doing Vitality. I want elementals.
Oh, dude. Nice.
Alright, well, Radiant Soul. That up here.
Alrighty. Hold that thing. And what else do we need? That. Alright.
Sweet science.
Already got the wisdom increase. I don't know what my stats are going to be yet. 'Cause I haven't rolled those. Flying speed of 3 feet.
What? That can't be right.
Should be
It's what
30.
it says.
It's probably 30.
Okay.
I just forgot zero because yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a missing
there's
0.
no way it's 3 feet.
It's like rowing in air.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got our combat measurements. Later. Son of a bitch. Okay. There we go.
Primordial now.
Add radiant damage. What? Equals your level. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Well, that. Trying to think I have stats. I did my ASI. I had that, so I just think you'd be able to reference this one either.
What?
Oh, I believe my character creation's done. Hit points. There we go. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
And
those are kind of important.
nah.
Now just go out.
Shit.
Your imaginary hit points.
Arbitrary numbers.
Well, aren't they all?
Yeah. 2, 3. Hit die is 8.
I'm gonna pick a regular class from the player's handbook. That sounds fun. What can I do with charisma and wisdom?
Depends which one will be. Druids,
Warlock.
clerics, and Elvish Knights, or use intelligence. So
What
those are
about
like the main-
radiant.
For you can see, charisma is basically like paladins, sorcerers.
I've never played a paladin, but
Paladins are pretty good. Just use them. Don't use actual spells. Just use it for smites. Paladins are alright. Let's see, warlocks as well, charisma as well, sorcerer. Bard.
that improved the light, I think.
Huh?
That improved lighting, I think.
Yeah, I figured it would. And Dakota, fuck off. Alright, I have returned. I have this. We'll set that side here.
Yeah, because I don't want to just do a rogue. I have plenty of those. Yeah, I'll do a paladin. Why not?
Alright, paladin.
Wait, does that?
No, you take an oath. It's not something you're born into.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You're fine.
He already has those on the table.
Yeah, yeah.
Paladin.
8 plus 3.
That's gonna be fun.
Well, you're gonna come in like your whispers are gonna come in better than anyone else's. Right next to the microphone.
Right.
So even your under the breath like shit talking is just gonna be like,
Correct.
right there. Alright, we're going to level 10, right?
Yep. Or level 6.
6. Okay.
That's what we rolled. Alright. Everything's looking good here. You don't need your race stuff anymore?
I'm done with the race, yes.
Okay. Do either of you need the race information?
Yes.
Okay. And you are
Smurf Evelyn.
Our starting equipment is just
standard, and then you'll be getting some more.
heard.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we are getting standard equipment.
Actually,
No?
you got nothing
Okay.
currently.
Perfect.
Battle
No,
Royale,
remember,
baby.
That works for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'm fine.
Can we get commoner's clothes or traveler's clothes at least? So that
You have like rags. You have rags.
cosmetics.
Yeah.
My AC is still 14, so fuck off.
Yeah, it doesn't affect you. You're fine.
I love
So
that con
13.
modifier.
Gotta love when you roll
13.
a 1, 2,
What the fuck
3,
was I
4
doing?
for
Oh, yeah.
a stat.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oh, that's. Oh, I see the problem. All right. We'll go down the list now. Seacliff Dwarf. You got your information yet? Alex? Okay.
I
so
pulled,
you're
it,
good?
I pulled it up. Sorry.
Okay, so I go. No, no.
That's part of the fun of buying this entire series is that it will be available in PDF form.
Yeah.
or physical. Depending on your
I'm gonna be the
preference.
most trash paladin ever.
You just have to hit things. That's all you gotta do.
Come on.
There's your dump stats for intelligence and wisdom. 2 things you don't need. All the other stats you kind of need.
Oh,
I
hey,
don't
still
have
need
to
a
be
background.
smart.
Alright, there's the
Regular gnome?
information. Do you get all the normal gnomes?
Not yet.
Okay, there
So
you
my
go.
character's
So inch by 2. So
Background for skills. Should we do that one this way? We'll see.
And if that's hard to read, I can give you just the player's handbook.
no, I'm dying.
Okay.
I swear. 25
There
speed.
we go. Acolyte. Yes, I like that.
I do have dark vision. Fuck it.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
We got one.
there's a thing in the screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream.
Welcome.
I have a 7 in my stats.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I have advantage.
That's you have a 7.
2 10s, a 12, 2 12s, then 15.
Okay. I thought you said you had a 7. I'm like, oh god.
I have a 7.
Oh, you do.
I have a 7, 2 10s, 2 12s, and a 15.
This is gonna be great.
What should I make the 7? Intelligence.
That's
so
what I
that way
did.
I make posts about Notre Dame and how the gold cross that melts at 1,200 degrees didn't melt in 600-degree fire.
Oh god.
Let's
Oh
start it
god.
again.
Here it comes. It's gonna be
Hey,
great.
I'm an acolyte, and I do not appreciate you talking bad about me, God. Thank you.
Paladin. I'm the one posting it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm not posting the difference. I'm just saying, look, it didn't melt.
No, that's completely, totally fair.
Okay.
Fucking idiots and anti-vaccine bullshit. Sorry, we're gonna go on a rant now. That's how this is gonna go down.
Common notice.
Alrighty.
Okay, you can scroll down.
Yeah.
I got all the important shit.
All this stuff.
Yep, I got.
Alright. Now your Smurf Neverland heritage.
Okay, age. Short-lived. Oh, are this so.
You guys should start trying to find miniatures for you too.
Alright, still 25. Oh, I got 120 dark vision.
Choose language.
Hmm?
Choose a language.
Oh, for me to pick for you?
Yeah, there's need a language.
What's your race?
Dwarf?
Dwarf. We'll go with halfling.
I like it.
I do too.
Ooh, 1 dex. I got 17 dex.
It's okay, I don't have to be dexterous if I have plate now. Wow.
That is handy.
And stone camouflage.
Background, class, hit points, AC, speed, just a dwarf, so it's 25. Yes. Or,
And add under common.
that's right, speed is by class.
Yeah. Race. Speed is determined by race, and then it might increase on your class.
I'm not building Bruno.
Yeah. So your dwarf is speed is 25 to start.
I wanted to say, yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
I'll be 3 feet.
Well, no, that's what I was thinking, but I wanted to look it up.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I was looking for a number block, and it was a text block, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, gotcha. You all good with your stuff?
All good with racial stuff.
Okay.
I just need class.
And everyone else has their race stuff, so we'll take this down. We don't need anything else from here. We're gonna go here.
Yeah, lean back like this, like have my golf spot.
You're just out of frame.
My belly's in it.
Yeah, I mean that's important.
It is. Gotta give him the goods, you know?
Should we have intimidation for me? For this. I don't think people are going to be very open to persuasion.
I'm gonna be trying to kill you.
Or is it free for all? Or are we doing
We have
squads?
no idea what's happening. You guys have no clue what's gonna happen.
Is it Fortnite roll?
I'm just doing it
Or
for
is-
the funsies.
Well, we're not doing duos.
You don't
I'm
know
just
yet.
doing it for the funsies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, make your stuff. We'll figure it out, and I'll introduce you guys into what's going on.
Sounds good. Let's miniatures.
Yeah. So there's an entire dwarf. band.
Intimidation it is that.
Mother. Come on.
It's neither of these two.
Keep looking.
Where are the other ones?
80, do you have the other miniature cases?
Here's the dwarfs.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's good to support businesses. Where's a good drunken dude? Guess I won't be very drunk to be very sober with drawing, but hey, it's cool.
Hey, you'll find out.
No.
Can I grab you?
No.
I actually may be able to read my anime stuff. Come on.
No.
I mean, that might be important. I can probably pull it up if you need me to.
Yeah, that'd be good. My
Okay.
phone's being a dumbass.
Yeah, no worries. I got you, bud.
Why are they all armed? I mean, we're dwarves, but still.
I did see a dwarf monk through Reaper, so that's something we can look into.
That's hilarious.
I was actually looking for a bunch of unarmed combatants, so I can get a lot of the lacers all together for a bunch of different races. And I'm gonna have to go through getting the like fantasy football stuff, like all of like the Blood Bowl and those kind of miniatures for that.
Are we doing background and like personality traits? Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go all the way deep.
Yeah,
as
we're not
we
going to do
usually
the
Xanathar's guide stuff.
Xanathar stuff.
Yeah,
Just
'cause-
personality.
Yeah, we're just trying to get everything set
So
up.
that way we at least have role playing.
Exactly. I was doing stuff. Okay. Here we go. Resources, classes, and there you are.
Alright. That's not fun.
What happened?
Alright, one second. I'm done with math yet, so it's
Oh, he's doing his HP.
Uh-oh.
35 HP.
Nice.
Oh, that's not that
Could
bad.
be a bit worse.
Alright, so here you go.
I need to
Scroll down more.
choose my elements real quick.
What the fuck is that?
Right,
There
right
we
there.
go.
Okay.
I'm gonna zoom out a bit so you can see more of it.
You're gonna need to lean in so that way you can see more of it.
Or I can zoom in.
Or I can go over here.
I mean, that works too.
Shit. Another space.
Here, let me just zoom in.
Alright. Let's see.
There you go. Oh, so something to note. Me being the dungeon master, it's very important for me to be able to describe what's going on. I have aphantasia, so I can't actually picture what's going on in the scene that I'm describing to everyone. So if I miss some details, please forgive me. I literally can't see what I'm describing. I'm just kind of pulling it out of my asshole. Okay. But yeah. So hopefully everything turns out good. You guys enjoy what's going to happen tonight. It's going to be insane. Yeah. Y'all getting?
And I'm just looking through and picking. I picked one.
Okay.
Keep it there for right now.
Gotcha.
Please.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, no problem, sir.
Fucking manners, people.
And boots. Mm-hmm. He got ya.
I got you.
Beyond?
Yeah.
Oh. A side.
No. Well, that was the spy.
My
Are you
yawns
depressed?
and sides
You
are
need a
kind of the
hug.
same.
I give good hugs.
And head.
No. I mean, it's adequate enough for me to finish myself, but still.
Yeah.
Quite the feat.
I mean, there's a feat for everything, so.
Exactly.
Man, hands is badass.
Just a little bit up.
Oh,
Thank you.
yep.
Yeah. We're gonna fire.
So you have your miniature?
I do.
Alright, hand him over, please. No, him, specifically. Everyone else is needed.
We're done.
I'm still writing.
Okay, that's fine, I'm set.
Look, could you hand me your miniature?
Oh, you want mine?
Yes.
No, you don't get that. He's me. I know.
Yeah. You love that miniature. You use them quite often.
Actually, I was debating on going for the standard,
Yeah, you're
this guy.
classic. Yeah.
I was like, oh, we'll change it up. And yeah,
Okay.
even though he will not be using anything in his hands,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can pick something up if he really needs to.
Yeah,
You have the improvised weapon stuff.
too.
Fucking goblin skulls and shit.
I don't get the extra attacks.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Oh, and we are using a lot of homebrew content that is eventually, hopefully, going into our giant compendium of a campaign setting that we will be, hopefully, marketing and selling to everyone, so everyone can have access to all of the crazy, amazing stuff that we have put together.
Just a
Please support him. I don't want to go to Pornhub again.
Daddy, I ain't going back. Scroll just a bit more top.
Gotcha.
Please. Yes.
Mm.
Where's my 3 elements? Now I need 3 forms. 1 second, let me fish this one first.
Don't worry, Dad. So you're all set?
Yeah.
Ready to go? Okay. Making
At
progress?
least I hope so. We'll see.
Right.
Yeah, I need to choose a tool set, but I'm debating between gamblers or jewelers. Gamblers would probably make the most sense. There it is, gamblers.
Yep,
Okay.
gamblers.
Well, there you go.
Yay.
Decision made.
I'll go find a gambling set in the middle of the battlefield.
Okay. Cut
Yeah.
off your feet, I take your ankle, and then I roll lots with that.
That's cool.
There's
Yeah.
also like rolling the bones with like fingers and pinky toes.
And now down to 4.
Why is it ankle? Because the Egyptians used to use goats.
Oh, didn't know
Yeah.
that. Well, there you go.
The more you know. Good job, stream. All 4 of you, you fuck.
I actually can't see the amount that we have currently.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's more of you. I apologize for leaving you out.
Oh, 3.
We
Oh.
were at 6 a moment ago.
Damn it. They didn't like me. It was my bald spot caused them blindness.
What could also be that we're doing a lot of setup.
Yeah, we're in the boring part for watching,
Right.
but
Which hopefully will be cut down in the future.
They all must watch Session 0.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 10 times
Alright. Everyone's looking pretty dope. And I'm glad the camera doesn't pick up behind the screen too. Because when we first set that up, it was just showing everything. I was like, that's gonna be.
You
a
get to
problem.
see the plans.
Right.
That's gonna derail the entire campaign.
Just stream sniping in the middle. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't get that good of a resolution.
Right.
We need those 4K viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Show me.
Here we go.
It doesn't let me see names of people who are watching.
Tell us your names, chat.
I know the name of two of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, unknown third person. Hurry up.
One.
You
actual
are our most valued member right now.
Yeah.
Allow us to celebrate you.
I don't even know where to put all of this, but
Yeah, it's a lot. Any more you need?
Scroll down just a touch.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, let's try something new and simple. Paladin.
No, they're not that simple.
That was 3.5. I will give Ivy that credibility.
Everything is streamed down.
But
Yeah.
because you're not having to diversify your stats between 4 of the 6, now it's only 3 of the 6, which is helpful. Because it used to be, what was it? That your wisdom determined how many spell slots you had, and your charisma was still your spellcasting stat. Yeah. It was odd.
Just
I remember
scroll
correctly.
a little bit to the right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, unknown third person.
Let's see. We've got
I probably shouldn't be belligerent with him.
we've got Michael
Oh.
talking. J. Lee Renard and Minecraft Fever.
Hey, Minecraft Fever, welcome.
Oh lordy.
It's Minecraft Fever. This other one.
Little lull.
Do your parents know you're here?
Don't tell
35-year-old
them.
man.
I'm an adult. Thank you. Yeah, let's.
Debatable.
Okay. I'm 12.
See, I don't even have to yell at you anymore. I can just whisper it and just hear it.
Just a little bit more down would be good and please and thank you.
What?
Just a scroll a touch more down, please
Yeah,
and thank
gotcha.
you. Okay. Right there.
Alright. Oh, that's the fucking problem. I'm turning on my media and not the actual notification. Alright, there we go. This is awesome.
Okay. I will build a wall.
Sadly, you can't see this. Michael's trying to Snapchat the stream now.
Are you spreading it?
No?
Sure. Do it. Help me out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, how are you doing there, Minecraft? See you.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, no, maybe no.
Yeah.
I just scroll a bit more to the left and actually do it against the wall. Too much memory stuff.
No, you're good, dude.
Just yeah, first.
Alright. 73 people just got that.
Yep.
Oh, am I off center again? No. Okay, good. I'm gonna be.
Ooh.
Good. I just need to go a bit more out.
Okay.
Yeah, just a touch more up. Yes.
Okay.
So how are your Wonder Twin powers coming along?
Form of.
You got it.
Unfortunately, the Animus doesn't actually have animal powers. Form of. Badass tiger. Form of. Bucket of water.
Yeah, it would be
You have
nice.
the druid,
Yeah, you get the druid.
and then there's also the bard with
Oh, you could
polymorph.
actually do.
I
There's
know.
another druid archetype that just the city druid that just turns into instead of animals turns into objects.
That's amazing. I haven't even heard of that.
I remember hearing something about that. It's like a city druid. So it'll turn to doors, buckets, whatever they need to be.
Fire hydrant. Oh shit, there's a dog.
No, 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 no.
Form of rock. And out the bird. Oh, well, that's a thing I forgot to put back. Okay, there we go. Hey! Everyone's looking good. Yeah, I think just adding that view counter and we'll be golden.
Yeah, that way you could just always see it.
Yeah.
Because I had to click this to find out that we're down to 2 viewers.
Yeah, no, me too.
No, Minecraft Evo left us.
Why start talking shit to them?
Because I'm an asshole. I even introduced myself as such.
Alright. Well, while we're waiting, I'm just going to be very unprofessional and eat.
Do it. Eat you. Oh god, yes.
Why is it crunchy?
Mm-hmm. Salmon's good.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Hope that's really getting on the mic too.
I don't think it's actually coming through. Not enough.
That'd be real funny.
Okay, one last thing. Scroll down till you get to the elemental
Immune
form.
to disease?
Yeah, third level. You're just immune to disease.
Oh yeah, oh, you're so good.
Your god just gives you.
Oh, is this more shit that you didn't even see?
No, this is the stuff I knew I needed.
Oh, okay.
Because these are the forms you get from the archetypes.
Okay.
Scroll down. Oh, yeah, right about there.
See, this is why you don't want magic in real life. Everything just becomes 10 times more complicated.
Yeah.
Just stick to punching stuff. It's better for you.
Oh, so good. Sorry, I just saw myself on stream, and I giggled. Because of how fucking sexy I am. Alright.
You're already done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's been done for like 10, 20 minutes now.
He's the pugilist. He just gets to do his things like this, unlike us, which we just gotta
I
go.
get to write it down and reference it when I need it.
Yep.
I get a paraphrase and go, oh, hey, this thing.
Do you want to pick me out in Asmar? Paladin, please?
I think? Yeah, that's in the special box. Special race.
Dwarves.
Yeah.
Could give you a dwarf festival. That'd be hilarious. We'll call
I
you
mean-
Uriel.
We get that
This
half
is a
breeding
midget.
finished.
Is this a special box?
Does it look like? No, those are elves and spellcasters.
They all.
It's that next one, the one underneath. Yeah, that's it. Tieflings, Azamar, Ganassi, Dragon
You're
Lord.
not special enough to have your own box.
Yeah. I mean, I just really like dwarves.
Who doesn't?
There's a bit more down because now I need the stats for the elementals.
Jesus.
Just like 12 more things. It'll be fine.
I know the elemental things has all this even more bonus decks if add spells level, bonus AC, and attack roll, and attack spells level.
I mean, we have one painted, I think.
Yeah.
From what I see, the quality is actually okay.
Yeah, it looks fairly decent.
Want to be gold?
Do you have it up on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Need me to choose you a miniature?
Do it. I'm a Smurf Evelyn gnome.
I think I actually have a Smurf one. Which box is he in? He might be with all the small races. If not, he might be in the Underdark box, which is in my room.
Yeah.
But all the small races are in the main box with the NPCs, barbarians, and all that stuff. The very bottom one. Eventually, everything will be there too, and that'll be helpful.
Okay, gotta find you a midget. Even by my standard.
Yeah.
As we support Dwarven wrestling. Or
Jesus Christ.
Kid wrestling. Dwarven boxing in my case.
We just got copyrighted.
What? How? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were
Copy
serious.
striked.
Oh.
Okay. I thought you were serious for a second.
I'm just saying that's not.
Fuck.
So you're gonna get a notification in like 6 hours after the stream ends,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like, "Hey, part of your streams got muted,"
Yeah.
All because of that. That's
and it'll literally just be that one section, that like 3 seconds that you
There's
actually hum
animus.
something.
Yes.
There you go. Here's a
Dumb.
midget wearing a skull.
Yes.
I forgot about Sven's
Alright,
wonderful
perfect. That'll be
creation.
me.
Just looking at that, I was admiring it for a second, going, hey, actually, this would work perfectly.
Cool. Pretty dope. I'm still on 3 viewers. Okay.
Ooh,
Welcome back, Minecraft Fever.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Well, I think I don't know who's here or not because I don't have a list.
Yeah.
You can check it on the actual like chat underneath
Oh well. We
that
have
tab.
more. What?
What?
It says we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, well, hello, other people as well.
But the view count only says 3.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, okay, it doesn't count bots. It
Oh.
lists people as bots.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. You all good, Aiden?
Almost.
No, okay, no worries, man.
All the worries.
I need everyone's miniatures, please.
I'm almost done. I just don't have a background.
Oh, thank you.
Can you guess which one I am?
Is that-
Nah.
Nah.
I don't know. I think the one with the skull, right?
Oh, skull. I'm gonna draw Kermit the Frog.
No, no Pepe. No Pepe on screen
Pepe.
anymore.
Pepe's already on
Take the
stream.
Pepe out.
Oh, God.
He's right there.
You just cunt.
You will respect my national ethnicity. I am a Kekistani.
Perfect.
Okay, well, as an American, I'm just going to bomb the shit out of you. How about that?
Jesus Christ.
Chadistan and Kekistan has already done
Best
damage
thing
to
is-
us.
I picked up his audio more than anybody else's.
know.
did.
I know, I said it. Every time you talk shit under his breath, they're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
Just a touch more
It
up.
should be over near me so that I could just meme all the
Oh,
time.
am I grounded?
We'll find
Get
out.
out. Into the kitchen closet for you.
Right. With
The
box.
bandbox. No, just a bit more up and to the right. Because I think there's still more text.
Jesus, yeah. There is. More text.
If your concentration doesn't disappear, so okay, cool. Just the standard thing for summoning stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Pass me a book so I can get a background that I'm done.
Alright, perfect. How close are you, Chad? Miles?
I don't know.
Are you on spells?
I'm on oaths.
Okay. No worries, no worries.
I don't have room to write all of this.
So you have all the extra ones in there too, like not just the stuff in the book, right?
I'm looking at player's manual right now.
Okay, there's also Xanthos Guides extra.
Oh, good. It got more complicated.
And there's all the extra ones that I found and have added. So, if you want more options, we've got them. Oh, also, for those who are viewing and or will be viewing in the future, we've got all of the special edition covers because I support our local game stores. If you need it and or want it. And once everyone is ready to describe their characters, I will be showing you the little miniature that we have for them currently. Most of the miniatures are painted by our wonderful painter and fellow players, Sven, who is unfortunately busy tonight. Otherwise, he would be here to promote all of his wonderful painting services. But in his stead, I will promote him for you. You will see shortly the amazing quality of all of the work he does.
You could also have like a. You can always fill your Instagram with a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, well, don't have one of those, but we'll set one up.
Have a nice little folder and everything. Or,
Yeah.
Oh, that's 36.
Well, I'm going to be very unprofessional again and take another big bite of food.
Whatever.
Really should eat before the stream, I think, from now.
Nah, these
that'll
freaks
be-
love it.
I mean, we could like have a little quick clip of
No, we just
what
need-
was made.
We just need really good like ASMR microphones. That way we can really involve them because this little middle ground is unprofessional. As long as it's ASMR, it's professional.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so fucking good.
Does this make me roll for a personal goal?
Yeah.
Symbol, temptation, nemesis.
That's for extra paladin stuff.
Yeah, I know. This is their oaths, right? Oh, here's the oaths. This is. Oh.
You done here, Aiden?
Yeah, just basically.
Well, with this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for healing.
Lay on hands. For oaths.
I've never done a paladin before. Oh,
Isn't
here.
there
click-
Oath of Life? Or,
Whoa,
I'm trying
right.
to remember all the oaths.
Oh, this is total, right?
That's how many people have looked at us.
Right. And this is current.
Current, yes.
Current.
And then if you click on the little like, I think it's the 3 lines underneath the chat. To the right, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You get to see who all is in here. Oh, okay. Those are the names of the people. Apricot, Fruit, and Commander Root. Those are both bots that automatically do word checks on us to make sure we're not, like, I don't know,
Oh, okay.
doing crazy stuff that would
Yeah.
hurt people.
As Alex comes in his pants.
You know, making sure we're not talking about
Because all them games.
All the
bombing
crazy
citizens
things
and
that
stuff.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah, like we already dealt with today. One.
Perfect.
yeah, TOS.
All right.
Yeah, you can close that out and get
Healing.
the chat back.
Sorry, this is back in Colorado where today we had another psychopath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. So
They
glad
killed
I,
themselves.
so glad I was late to taking Karma to school today.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary.
I mean, to answer your question, they all have lay on hands and they can all get cure wounds. So it depends on what flavor you want. Do you want ones that is your typical I'm your faith shield, all that fun stuff? You pick devotion. You got ancients, you're kind of a druid.
Mm-hmm.
Then vengeance is probably one of the more fun ones because you do a bunch of Omar Shinderu stuff, and you get hunter's mark. Conquest is
That salmon.
I was thinking
Leslie,
about by any means
just melted in
necessary
my mouth.
vengeance.
That was absolutely
and
incredible.
vengeance battle, which is in this one. Which
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
I have this up already.
Which, if you're done,
I'm gonna turn this down for now.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Oh, you have this up already?
Yeah.
Okay. I also have it up, but
And now it's in
Big.
physical form in front of you.
this is big.
And it's not the fucking ratty ass player's handbook that I got. This thing has it's been through some shit. As you can see, we have that classic problem of just it falling the fuck apart.
It's love.
Yeah, eventually, we'll get the new one. That's been revised and has the errata in it. That'll be nice. Alright. You good? And about to start.
Get to.
Now for the fun stuff.
Yeah, the things you actually want to watch instead of this character creation, which I thought was going to go a lot smoother and a lot faster.
That's a mistake.
Magical classes.
Now we know better. Now we know better. Alright, alright. Looking good. Cool if I close out your class stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just getting some final stuff here, and everything's good.
Alright, no worries. Alrighty. Awesome.
Now I
Spell
can-
list with the spells I did.
Now I can find spells. I'm actually not doing too bad for my usual rate. Which
Okay, it's
isn't
not-
saying a
It's not
lot.
our gods campaign.
Oh, that sucked. That was
Yeah.
like 2 whole sessions of setup.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
And
Because then you were like,
a
oh yeah, let's
consistent-
give you nice things too.
And a consistent, what was it, like 7 sessions of individual player sessions,
Oh.
getting everyone together.
Then we did one session where we were all together and it was crazy cool.
It was so cool. God.
It was worth it.
I just deleted a giant cube of water. Oh god, why would you do that?
I'm absolutely loving that one. We might start streaming that one too, which would be
That
pretty
one's
good.
fun.
Yeah. Definitely the Children of Chorn.
Children of the Chorn.
Children of the Chorn.
Children of the Charm, baby.
The
I'm gonna
Fellbusters.
put this away and just look at.
Oh, that's Alex's actually. Yeah, you can tell because it's in good condition.
All that fun chicken scratch.
Yeah.
I asked if you wanted 2
That's
pages.
also
Oh, nope, I survived.
All right. So we're 2 ready, right?
Yeah.
And Chad's almost done. Then we'll start character descriptions, and I'll tell you where you are, what's going on, and all that. Yeah, you might want to figure that out.
So busy with spell lists.
No worries. So Smurf and Neblin are.
My grayskin gnome.
Yeah, yeah, and they actually have a fairly unique.
Quasimodo, I'm a hunchback.
For
That's thematic.
solidarity, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
He didn't die. Frodo didn't get him in that
So you're
fire.
looking even more of a midget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A hunchback midget.
It'd be fun to kick around.
Let me. Oh, we also have the special edition of Mordenkainen on your phones. Because again, support your local game stores. And let's pull up the Deep Gnome information, and so you can see a picture of what they look like.
They don't mind. They don't mind. Okay, they matter a little bit more than that.
Alright, so I'm gonna take out my shirt then.
With 9 health.
Yeah, please don't. That's terms of service.
Oh.
What if I paint my body? Is that okay?
Completely painted? Yes.
Okay.
Actually. It's done.
Well,
As long as you can't distinguish.
Nipple. Her.
Oh.
I'm gonna wear nipple tassels next stream.
please God, no.
And only nipple tassels.
At least the banana hammer. Come on.
Oh no, I'm just gonna put like 18 And pray to God nothing changes in size.
I mean, depends on how descriptive we get.
I know.
Turning pages, trying to find that Smurf Neblin. Is it? No, I always forget that. Dear
Good, I got all ranges, baby. D4, D8, D6.
I haven't even did my background yet.
Gotta find it.
One day.
Alright, this is looking familiar.
At least Noble is kind of easy.
Don't you
Think?
dare. Well, so.
There it is.
I just realized I'm basically playing Dwarven Rocky.
Oh, that's great.
Huh. Interesting. It wasn't for that low institution. Or intelligence. There we go. No,
Oh.
high constitution.
Okay.
For whatever reason they decided to combine both.
Why not?
Exactly. Institution. There we go.
Mm.
Because I run schools.
How much do you know how old it is?
I mean, they were in this fucking book, right?
Oh, I get to learn another language.
Welcome to the nerd crew.
I already know Celestial and Common. What else should I get?
Or can deep speech.
Nope.
I was waiting for it too.
Not happening. There you go.
Perfect.
So that's what your race looks like.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
picked
more
out a
hunchback.
very good miniature for that.
Hmm?
Picked you out a good
Yep.
miniature for that.
Probably a hunchback with a skull on his face. Rat skull, I guess, or whatever skull I can find.
The one on you is a giant skull. So, probably a Fomorian coming from your location, which are the
Yeah.
Underdark, twisted giants.
So you have speed because that's going to be heavy as fuck.
Oh, God, sorry. Alright.
I mean, we both have stunty legs, both for 25 on speed.
Alright. Ready, Chad? Almost there?
I don't have spells yet.
Okay, no worries.
To be
No, I'm
honest,
doing the background because I'm still in the player's handbook.
to be honest with Spot is, you never really use your spells. You just smite.
Then I just need to write down smite.
To be honest, because most people that play Paladin just say, nah.
Smite, lay on hands, there's a feature, and here. Hold on.
Yeah, your divine.
What spells do you get?
He's a vengeance.
I get light cantrip and healing hands.
Oh,
Is-
no, I was pulling up. Like, how many spell slots do you have?
Currently, first level spells is 4, and second level spells is 2.
Or all spells. And we will search this by Paladin.
He's also a vengeance one, so.
It doesn't change that.
It does. Well, if you pick the Paladin class, it
Yeah,
does.
certain of them.
Oh, okay.
Certain.
It
but
adds to the spell.
But it says that straight up. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
this revenge is only like Bane.
Right. I mean, that doesn't change the base list, is what I was going for.
Alright.
Cool. Alright. We've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Perfect. I've got
Shield of Faith.
that.
Probably be very helpful.
Did I write that down? I have no idea.
2/3, 2/2, 4 first. Good.
Ooh.
Dude, we probably picked that up on the mic. That was so loud. You're right.
Shield of Faith do?
That's good.
Shield of
It's
Faith.
plus 2 to AC.
Where the hell did it go?
Or the creature you touch.
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting +2 bonus to AC for the duration. Up to 10 minutes. Half the time, 1 bonus
Not
action.
gonna change anything.
But it will require a small piece of parchment with a bit of holy text written on it. But your AC can increase by +2.
Or anybody near me if they're allied with me.
Yeah.
So find a piece of paper, write some holy stuff in it, then you're good.
Yeah.
Because have fun. We also have to worry about
Your
about the
vengeance,
opponents.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for me.
You can have Hunter's Mark. So that's a good thing. Hunter's Mark would give you an extra d6 when you hit that target. And advantage to find it, either perception or survival checks. And you can use a bonus action to change the mark after being beat of said target.
Alrighty.
I've rolled 6s nonstop through all of my.
Background stuff.
Yeah.
Don't forget you get your one mulligan.
Nah, just let
It's
it rock.
hilarious though. The more
Yeah.
on the third 6, I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, man.
A paladin who rolls 6s. Glorious.
Might as well be an anti-paladin at this point.
This is actually great.
How many other actual spells can I use?
This is gonna be a great personality for a character. Okay, this is a 2.
Good.
Let's use the mulligan.
Soon.
Very soon. God.
Good, I'm stupid. I'm quick to anger as well. I rolled 6663 on my personality traits.
Dear, nice.
It's so funny. Was there any interesting paladin spells that I should get, or is it just...
Basically, your channel divinity is the main thing you need.
Yeah.
Don't you have the
Yeah.
spellbook app?
I do, it's just like
That's why I was using it.
trying to see
Can't
if
see your
we could
face in the
streamline my...
Let's see, you have
My
4
stuff a little
first level
bit.
I want to be able to
spells.
see your face.
Oh,
I would say Hunter's Mark,
that's...
Shield of Faith.
I mean, I get all of that.
Yeah, there's those spells you automatically get from your list, and then a couple more you can actually add as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's
which
an
is
actual
your,
spell
I
list.
believe it's your charisma modifier plus your level. Minimum 1.
For...
Extra spells you can know besides the spells you already have that are automatically given to you.
Unfortunately, I'm not paying for this, so...
Yeah.
I can't just save it all.
Should be able to.
There you go.
Yeah, you can make spellbooks. It's right in the.
Well, I gotta
Oh,
see
yeah.
an
Yeah.
ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so you two are ready. Chad's nearly there. We will start soon. I'm very excited. This is gonna be interesting.
Sorry, I rolled a paladin.
Hey, dude, no worries. Just a grudge for life.
Don't worry, all the rat people, you first.
Oh fuck. Alright, good. Goats. I'll be right back.
take charisma as my ability mod for this.
For your spellcasting, yeah.
Okay, and that's actually not great, but that works. Efficiency plus 3. Oh, this is actually really nice. The smite its own thing.
Yes. Basically, how smite works is
Searing smite and branding smite.
those are extra. Those are extra ones that you add. Basically, for a minute, you get that effect for your. You get that effect for your weapon for about a minute. It's a concentrated spell too.
I have
But
returned.
I can't find regular smite.
Regular smites on that. How it works is basically whenever you hit something, you don't even have to declare it, but you burn a spell slot and add 2d8 for a first level, then another d8 for each level above that, and then you add another d8 if it's a fiend, demon, stuff like that. Or
Yeah, because it doesn't even list it.
yeah, it's in the paths and stuff. Plus your channel divinity. So yeah, basically whenever you hit something, just burn a spell slot, add that extra damage. Technically even smite with your punches.
Indeed.
Long Paladin combo started now, you heard it here, here folks.
Yeah.
Flow your blows, burn all your spell slots on each flow your blow. Do 11 paladin, 9 monks, so we can get the
Oh, no.
improved smite.
Pugilist.
Pugilist, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, do a 11 paladin, 9 monk.
You
9
make Logan again.
pugilist.
Can't wait for that miniature. Gonna be so great.
Take the domain of divinity, or not divinity, of technology,
You're right.
and my smites will be with claws.
It'll be so good.
There we go.
Alright. Oh, I just got back on the stream. That's fun.
Yeah. Say hello.
No, like
Oh.
yeah. I already said hi when I got back. Anyway, I think we're gonna start soon. Hopefully. Very soon. Very soon. Whatever.
Thank God most of these spells now require creative components.
What are you looking at?
Just seeing streamers and stuff.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Alright. As long as I have smite, I can get a few other fancy things, but
Basically, you mainly need smite.
Alrighty.
All you need is
Like-
smite, baby.
like I could get fancy things, but I mean I've got lay on hands, which is already super good, and then smite is super good, and yeah.
Okay, so we're all set.
You should have 30 lay on hands. Take your level times by up to 5.
That is plus. It says plus.
If I remember correctly, because
I don't know.
actually I can make this a lot easier.
Lay on
I can just pull up
hands.
my paladin.
Level plus 5, a long rest.
Oh, it's times
I
5.
heal up to my HP. I think
It's
long.
a pool of healing equal to 5 times your paladin level.
Huh.
As an action, you basically use a number of the total pool you have into some. Into
Right,
your
right.
for you if you want to heal.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Alright.
John?
Yep.
Okay.
I can pull out Carhark when you need it.
Oh, 47 HP.
Oh, goody.
55.
35.
55. Alright.
I rolled 3 threes.
Alright. So, we will start on the right side of the table and we will introduce characters.
You'll describe yourselves, and then I will show everyone the little miniature that you have for your character. And then, after everyone's introduced, I'll show you guys where you guys are starting. Alright, so starting up on the right, Alex.
I'm just taking a drink, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello,
I
I
waited.
am your sea cliff dwarf pugilist. I have yet to come up with a name. I'm thinking probably Granite. Sure, why not? It's like Rocky, but better. Yeah, that's who I am. Enjoy.
Bedrock.
Rocky?
Yeah, Bedrock.
See that? Anyways,
Just don't add Rocky. Anyway,
Okay.
I am Schmelter a Smurfeblin gnome with a body that is quite horribly disfigured and hides its horrible face with a skull, and is just in disheveled robes. I am an animist of what the heck do they call these? Of vitality.
I just realized you can hide if you just like hot down.
Yeah, and if there's a bunch of stone on me, I get advantage.
There you
Oh,
go.
It's a good thing about it.
my skull covering
But just be a skull.
I am Tigil, the Azamar Paladin. Any task I am given, I complete it by any means necessary. Little people will call me a bit rogue from time to time, but as a noble, I care for those below me. But they should definitely view me as a hero, and
Or
people
else.
should definitely watch their words around me.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we have everyone. You guys are, through your own means, adventuring and doing what you do best. Killing goblins, taking out trash, saving those you need to, and performing bounties, whatever you need to be doing. And along the way, one night, you guys are either resting in a camp, outside in the woods, or in a city, and go to bed feeling pretty safe, and kind of wake up the next day. It smells real bad. As you guys individually wake up, you were either in your little sleeping role, or in a bed at an inn, or wherever you were sleeping. And now you are waking up in hay, lots of hay, and you hear the of many vermin-like creatures around you, and it smells absolutely atrocious in here.
What the hell? Not again. Getting too old for this shit. Need to stop stealing. One day.
As you guys are coming to consciousness, you're looking around, and those with dark vision, which I think is all of you. Yeah, okay.
Everybody?
Perfect. So all of
Oh,
you,
okay.
yeah, except for Special Eyes over here.
Yeah,
But all of you wake up and you can see around you it is a row of bars in front of you, and you are completely covered in hay. And there are rats chewing at some what looks to be scraps near you, and it looks like there was a plate of some kind of horrific looking food that is just being swarmed currently. There's a small bucket in the corner of your small little cell, and it looks to be water or to relieve yourself. You can't quite tell. It does not smell great.
Alright, it's a shit bucket.
As you're looking around, you notice there are walls to your right and left, and directly in front of you is the cage. The cell door. As you look across, you can see other entities, people in similar situations and states.
And
I'm
so
gonna make-
we're dressed down and without our gear.
You are covered by barely loincloth, tatters of whatever pants or undergarments you were wearing.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Do I still have my element, or is it gone?
Everything else is gone.
Damn. I'm still gonna do it. I'm just gonna take my face across the bar, say, "Let me the hell out."
Yeah, you feel very, very uncomfortable without your
Yeah.
mask.
I mean, I'll just be screaming under common gnomish, whatever works.
Okay. As you scream it out, you hear from across the bars, hello?
What the fuck? Who are you?
I'm Steve.
Steve, what the hell are you doing here?
I don't know. I'm kind of woke up here.
I'm done with you.
Okay. Do you know where we are?
Nope, don't care anymore. Just let me die.
Oh,
Guard! Need some ale.
I don't think they serve that.
What the fuck are you?
Me? I'm Steve. I thought you could have heard. Yeah. I'm Steve. Oh, okay.
Guard!
This is where I'm going to wake up. Who sent me in this pig pen?
Hello?
Oh, Christ, you're gone. Oh.
As you guys are coming to consciousness, you also hear, after shouting, "Guard!" repeatedly, you hear footsteps with a little bit of a clawed tint to the edge of each footstep, scraping on stonework, as this rhythmic march is moving towards you. You hear a couple of voices. Those who do speak Undercommon understand this.
Yay.
You are hearing, one of them's calling out. We've got to go. Yeah, we've got to go take care of it. As he's heading back, you see a large humanoid-sized creature that is very furry. It has a long, pinkish snout, a little black nose, whiskers coming off the sides of its snout, and two large rounded ears that are also very pink. It is in a mishmash of what looks to be scavenged clothing, and it has a large either knife or blade kind of hitting off the side of its hip. It has a shield in its hand and what almost looks to be like a nightcap that was kind of repurposed and fit to be worn by this entity. You see what looks to be a rat man kind of walking in, and he's looking around through the bars, and he comes closer to you, and you can see the scent isn't just coming from the place around. This entity itself does not smell pleasant.
Does he have any keys on him?
He does. You can visibly see a large key ring, and two of the keys are what a stone-like material that is glowing a kind of tealish green, and it is brightly emanating light from each of the two keys.
Guard.
Yes. What is it?
What's my crime?
You have no crime. You have...
Sorry, my apologies.
Kind of looks at you and has his hand on his knife.
Hangover.
I've no crime either.
No crime.
Why?
You were born to be slaves.
I do not deny or agree with these claims.
Clearly not. I've not known of a band this poor.
Oh, it's okay. If you win, you will get better beds.
So, how close is he to me right now?
He's about 15 feet away.
Damn.
He's right in the middle of the two bars on either side. Why you call?
Ale.
You do good, I buy you in. If you don't,
I have been so far. I've simply woken up.
no. You haven't competed yet. Once you compete, I bet you win, I buy you in. Otherwise, you're dead. Doesn't matter.
We eat you.
What?
Yes. You'll be eating food.
That does sound nice. Food?
Yeah, we gave you some. You didn't eat it in time.
As you can see, these swarms of rats just devouring what looks to be a piece of what could have been bread. Can't tell. Looks a little furry. Okay, dexterity check. Or straight attack roll, either or.
Hey, I'll punch it. Wait, I'll punch it.
Okay.
I'll punch it. That's right.
Could be contested grapple against a single lone rat.
Well, that's 19 plus 7, so 26.
Yeah. You knock this rat just completely out. You hear bone crunch with the impact. And as you retract your fist, the little blood kind of caked on your fist itself.
Oh. I like this one. I'm gonna bet twice. Alright.
How much hay is around?
It is a good amount of hay. Yeah, it is.
And in all the cells?
All of them, they're pretty lightly padded, but it's almost like a little pen. Just looks like old moldy hay that has just been thrown in there. Instead of replacing it, they just seem to just keep adding more on.
How many rats are around?
It's a small little swarm, about 10-ish rats.
Oh, I mean rat men. I'm sorry.
Oh, rat men. Yeah, you find about two, you just see the one directly in front. He's off to your left, and directly in front of you. But to the right and left, you can see in your periphery what seems to be ones with large spears and or halberds, and heavy shields and better armored.
Alright, okay, I'm stupid right now.
And what of our freedom?
Freedom. I haven't gotten a champion for free yet, but maybe you ask the rat lord of ours. He will, maybe free you.
I will not be playing games for ale and poor beds.
No, you'll be playing for your life.
Play for another fucking piece of bread, goddammit.
That counts too. Victors get better rewards.
Then you have aligned yourself as my enemy.
I'm shaking in my rags. You. What do you do?
Do you not know of the Azamar?
No? Your ass is marred? That's a problem. Won't run as fast.
Clearly you're below a commoner then.
Oh.
Why, you?
Kind of pulls his knife out. And he's like,
I'll cut your tongue out. How common will that be?
Wait.
I'm waiting. Done up all day.
Hidden, just light cantrip right in his eyes. To shine him just to, cause
drops the knife to the ground. It clatters to the ground. You see the two on the sides kind of rush in, and they both have their halberds out. And they're looking, and they notice the light, and they have it pointed towards you.
back away from the bars, just still cocky enough, but like
Yeah. He reaches down, pulls the knife out, starts reaching for his keys. You hear?
No, wait. Don't hit the champions before they win. If he fails, then hit him.
He looks at you.
I'll be betting against you for sure. You're definitely gonna lose.
and you will lose.
Never.
He's betting on me, I doubt that.
Exactly. See, he's confident. He knows. You don't.
Wait, what are we competing in?
You'll see.
He grabs the knife, puts it in the sheath, and the two other guards are kind of standing pretty close to him now. And he kind of looks around.
I was just about to get. I was like, yeah, you can't keep hold of your weapon in undercommon. What kind of general are you?
He looks over.
General, I'm a
Or better, nobleman, whatever the heck you are. I don't even say that groggily.
Yeah. He looks over.
I'm even translating.
I'm a gatekeeper. I keep the keys.
Well, then keep a hold of your sword. You're bad at your job.
You too will be bet against.
Go. Everyone usually bets against me.
You're gonna lose. I'll make sure you guys get double the enemies. All right. Get ready. 1 hour. Then you fight, or you die. Ha!
What of our gear?
Yeah, you'll be provided with whatever's in your arena.
Alright.
All right. Michael, you don't die.
Goodbye, Morgan.
Ooh.
I'm taking a fucking nap.
There.
He kind of runs off.
As
The other
he's
two
right
guards kind of move back to the either side, just out of your peripheral vision on either side.
If-
And go
If
ahead.
I can, before he leaves, he just gets out of rage and past me, and we'll be laying down acid splashing as he goes by.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Never mind, not nappy anymore.
I'm basically just trying to pass as long as
So
like
he makes a dexterity
deck
saving
save,
throw?
yes. DC 15. I'm just gonna play it off and not really pay attention.
He succeeds.
Alright, yeah, no damage then.
He, as you kind of pull your hand up, he glances over at you, and you start muttering the incantation, doing the somatic components with your hands. You go to spray the acid at him, and he just and just runs forward. The acid sprays against the bars, goes out, and hits the floor, and you hear the as it impacts the stone. He kind of turns around.
Oh, maybe I better with this one. That was clever. Almost got me. You will be punished, though.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
As he kind of walks out, you guys are left to your silence. You hear, "That was scary.
Shut up, Steve.
Oh God, I don't want to die here.
You'll probably die first, to be honest.
No, I won't.
I'll make sure of it.
Fuck you.
I can guarantee your death now if you want.
No,
It'll be quick.
I don't want to die. I want to live.
Then shut the fuck up.
I've got a
Shut.
goat to raise. Oh God, I don't want to die like this. My
Here.
sheep.
There your goat wife has already banned you for
Not
a
my-
much bigger bowl.
It's not my wife.
Cousin?
No, what?
Daughter?
No,
What,
just a farmer.
what was Steve again?
See, you can't tell. You just hear his voice. Actually, you would be the only one of you with Steve.
What do I know I see?
You look into the cage, and he seems to be human. Could be human or half elf.
Half
Can't
elf,
quite tell.
something like that. The pretty boys never
Yeah,
last.
he has very long hair, but he is pretty gaunt in his features. You also see that he has. Oh no, you don't. Everything is in black and
Yeah,
white
black
for
and
you.
white for me, so yeah,
you
I
don't
can't
really
tell
get
his
a
skin.
don't get a tint on hair color or eye color, but
Nope, I'm just gonna call
he
him pretty
looks
boy and say,
pretty gaunt, and yeah, he's pretty attractive looking.
pretty boys never last.
As you guys are going forward, you hear anything you guys want to do within this hour as you guys are preparing yourselves, getting ready, get your spells together.
Just trying to relax, man.
Okay, and this is also a short rest, just for this time
Didn't really
being.
expend anything.
If you needed it,
Yep.
exactly.
Pretty good.
All right,
I said cantrip, yeah.
exactly. As this hour comes to its fruition, you guys are eventually gathered up by a team. Each one has 4 of them on you. One of them seems to be in some kind of robe-like material and has a bunch of triangles all over him that are made of metals, various other things, and he has 2 large ram horns that are either protruding from his fur or ornamental. You can't quite tell if it is natural or added. Each one of those that have the triangles on them seem to have large stabs with skulls on them, and they seem to be very adamant about watching your mouths and hands as you guys are moving along. As the other ones are heavily armored and grabbing you by the arms and lifting you up and pulling you out, putting manacles on you. You hear the one in front.
Any movement, I kill you. And then we lose our fight, so don't make me do it.
As you guys are let out of these cells, you walk down a hallway, and the architecture in here is slapdash. It is shitty. Everything around you looks scavenged. Everything's rusty or barely put together correctly. Everything seems very shoddy. As you guys are getting to a door, it's not quite on the hinge correctly. It doesn't shut correctly. The hinges seem to be rusted. One of them seems to be completely busted, and the door is kind of scraping against the floor as you guys are coming out. And you're hearing just a cacophony of chittering. As you're hearing just
I don't think I'm in town anymore.
coming from below you, from the sides, and some of these large rat men who are talking in a very similar squeaking noise. As you guys are coming out into this hallway, it looks like this tunnel, this corridor, seems to be made completely of rough-cut stone. And as you guys are led inside this corridor, you eventually get to another door. And there's a very large door that is also wooden timbers that are rotten, has all the binding and hinges on it are rusted through. The doors are opened and you are led into this very large cavern. Everything is rough cut and rough hewn, and you can see a very large stone platform that seems to be elevated. And on the center of that platform, you can see a small rectangle made out of wood. On this center platform, you can see a larger rat man who is holding a very large sword, and he has a kind of banner coming out of his back with a little flag on it and a bunch of skulls ornamented on him. He also has a small rat kind of walking around his shoulders and going up the pole and looking around. And he is yelling in this language you do not understand. It is a lot of squeaks and chitters. As you are looking into this chamber, you can see just rows and rows of seats where there are thousands of these rat men and women, bless you, mixed in this crowd. Along the sides of the, you can see a couple of these massive rat men that are the size of ogres. They're very large, muscular, and they seem to be partially stitched together. Seems to be either through the process of them being the size they are, or something of that sort. You can see a couple of them in the center, and they are currently just tearing into a large pile of what could be meat, or could have been a creature at one point. As you guys are moved into the center chamber, there's a small section of stone that is protruding out from one of the corners diagonally, and you can see a row of torches and a large stone altar. Bless you again. As this altar has another one of these rat men who has large horns, or either ornamental or naturally grown. And he seems to have two tails that are flickering and moving. One of them is grabbing some kind of ingredient from a pouch and putting it on the table. The other one seems to be twirling a dagger and just almost like it's just moving it in motions of kind of practice or drill. The large rat man at the stone altar seems to be chanting something, and he has long black claws, seem to be glowing with arcane magic as he's moving his hands in these motions. He's wearing a lot of grays, but some patches of his clothes are green, some are red, and they're mixed in, and there's almost a pattern to the patchwork. As you guys are walked into the center chamber, there is a small little ladder leading up to the stone the stone platform in the center of this large chamber. And on each side of this stone platform, it's just cliff that leads into a large darkness that has a mist kind of emanating out and a similar color of greenish blue energy coming out, the same as the keys that were presented, that you saw earlier. This light is emanating out, and you can hear just coming from all directions as you guys are being led out into the center of this large chamber.
Oh, I like this. I don't think I'm in town anymore, though.
Off to the side, you have him in the center, and around just a lot of these rat men. As you guys are individually being led out, we will switch the camera from the face view of me to the battle camera because we only have 2 cameras at the moment.
There.
Yeah, I'll have you set that up. As you guys are being led out into this large platform, to these large walkways leading to it, here you go. You can see the entity in the center is raising his arms up and saying something to the crowd, and you can't quite understand what it is, as it's in that other language, but you can see he is pointing and everyone is getting static as they are, as it is chanting out. As he kind of steps back off the platform, you can see he's looking around and he sees, you can see a ring of figures in similar attire to you and chained. There are various races, various ages, various sexes amongst this group.
Which one's crying the most?
The one walking out with you, Steve, who just
I figured that was Steve. That's wrong.
um,
Steve.
as he's
I'm gonna make you count my promise, buddy.
I just don't want to die.
No,
As you guys are being let in and you are ringed around the outskirts of the large stands full of these rat men, you can see the single walkway leading into the center platform. You guys, sorry, no, you're good. You guys are set off to the side, and there are large rings worked into the stone behind you. And right above that stone, you can see the first set of rows of seats. And it is just real shitty, rickety wooden structures all throughout the entirety of the stands that you can see. At the stone altar, the large rat man with the horns turns, nods, and says something that everyone in the chamber starts chanting and screeching. As you guys come in, your chains are chained to the large ring behind you, and you guys are left alone. But beside each of you, there seems to be a large rat man with the spear and shield combination with the heavy armor. Some of them with halberds, some of them with glaives. They're all polearms, though. As there's one on either side of you, it goes Ratman, you, Ratman, next person, Ratman. Consistently around the entirety of this ring. As the cacophony of screeches, chitters, and squeaks comes to a dim, you eventually hear,
Right. We have our first batch of combatants. For victory leads to a better seat, a better station, and a better place to live. For those who can defeat our champion, we will consider freeing you. Along with the caveat of having your mind erased after moving to your location so you don't know how to get back to us. But that's only if you survive. First up, we will have this dwarf versus Al-Ghul.
and everyone in the chamber starts
That's never a good sign.
as that chanting starts coming into play. You hear as you're chanting as the large oh no, you're still chained on the wall. As the rat man in the center moves off the platform, you are unmanacled and then
How far
let
away is he?
He
Is he on the way
is
up to the...
he's 10 feet away from you.
Am I being led
There's-
that way?
Yeah, you're right past him.
As I'm stepping by him, He's getting hooked to the fucking ribs.
Okay. Okay. So there are manacles tied to your legs and tied up to your neck. So your arms are free currently. We'll say disadvantage because you're kind of being led. What? Go ahead.
Hey, Maker.
All right. Okay. All right.
Might as well. I'm gonna get hurt.
And as I'm doing it, I'm going to say, Algagore, eh?
I'm just trying to live, baby.
I know I'm going to miss this one. Actually, hold on. Still plus 7. So, that becomes a 12. What's your AC?
Hold on. I need to see if this is verbal or
Your
not.
naked AC.
It's 13, but I need to see if this is verbal or not. Nope, damn it. Alright, you hit. 13
Okay.
AC. I
Okay,
was checking.
roll your damage.
I was checking shield.
8.
8.
Yeah. Max damage, Haymaker.
Oh, right. Okay.
Ouch.
You take 8 points of damage.
Alright.
All right. So as you're
I'm just
walking
trying to live,
out
maybe.
the door, and you just boom right in the side of his face, and you hear a loud "Fook," as your head goes sideways. Your little tiny Smurf Nevlin face, already pretty battered and
Yeah,
beaten
no, I see
looking,
more.
And
So-
immediately I just put my arms up like,
and
No.
you just hear laughter. They do not seem to give a fuck.
good.
But they do kind of poke you in the rib with a little sharp piece of metal that keep you moving in the right direction. And as you are led
Name
out,
Schmetteru, good luck. Ow, asshole.
Granite. Sorry about
Ow, fuck you. Oh, God doesn't get you, I will.
perfect. As you are led out, this rat man comes out with a very.
It'd be A plus my strength and proficiency.
That's true.
So what else?
15.
Alright, thank you.
Sorry, not 8.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Sorry, buddy.
This rat man comes out with what looks to be straps around his face, and they kind of continue into almost like a harness outfit.
Oh, this
He has
yes.
a very, very large polearm that is almost 12 feet long, and it is what looks to be a fork of some sort. It has not a fork. It's got 2 points. I mean, is it decadent or a two dent?
Whatever. Biden.
Bident, yeah, there we go. He has a bident, and on the edges of it, it has 2 prongs. In the center, another one of those large glowing stones right in the center. And between that, you can see wires and cables going down into the handle. And he comes out, and everyone starts cheering. He kind of walks out into the center of the ring. And could you put him in the center there?
Yep.
He pulls this large bident, sets it on the ground, pushes a button, and you can see like lightning arcing between the 2 prongs of this weapon. He kind of looking around, and you hear everyone chanting that same name. That's
Do I
a
see
spell.
the dude from earlier, the gatekeeper?
You do, and he is currently
You
just.
might lose this, right?
What?
You said you bet on me
He's like, what? Why?
because you liked my spirit or something.
No, but why are you gonna lose? I bet on you already.
Well, we'll see what happens.
If you lose, I'll cut your dick off.
I'll be dead.
Yeah, it's
I'll
so
still cut it off. I don't care. I'll cut it off just to spite your corpse.
Okay. I don't have any use for it. Your wife might.
I don't recommend that.
No, it's too big.
Do I get freedom if I give him his dick?
What?
If I give you his dick, do I get freedom?
No.
Damn it.
As you
Welcome to D&D, people.
as you were led out onto this platform, you are on opposite corners. The one in the center, who is on the large stone outcropping with
Yeah.
the one with the horns, he raises his hands and everyone quiets. As he does, he looks around, looks to you and your combatant. He says, "It is a fight to the death."
I thought we had equipment here, but okay.
As you're looking around, there seems to be scattered weaponry on the ground.
Ugh.
and it looks to be armor off to the right, and it looks to be pinned in with a dagger, and it's barely hanging off the cliff. And it seems to be any sort of armor is on the edges. Weapons are just outside that wooden platform, and they are rusted. They're shitty.
Yeah.
The best thing you can see is there's a battle axe kind of wedged in between a couple of rocks and planks, and it looks heavily chipped and damaged. The wood,
No,
the
no
haft-
self-respecting dwarf would use that shit.
the haft looks very shoddy. Everything around here looks really shit. And then the weapons that he has, they are gleaming. They are pretty pristine. His specifically, amongst the ones that you saw, like your keeper had rusted blade as well and armor. His looks fairly well together, except for the clothes he's wearing seems to be scavenged. As he's holding his bident, and he kind of points the very long bident towards you, and just
I just start rocking back on my feet, like, all right.
getting ready to go. As the one with the large one with the banner sticking off his back, he pulls this blade out, and you see a similar stone embedded in the side, the pommel, and he holds it, and a large amount of energy starts gathering. The blade glows a sickly green, just like everything else around here, and the entirety of this chamber is bathed in that almost ethereal green that has a hint of a teal to it, and its entire light is that. The smell in here is more bearable. It smells a little bit more like brimstone comparative to the rotten asshole that was permeating through your jail cells. As this large ring of people, all the rat men go quiet, he pulls the blade up and just fires a blast of energy directly up into the sky, and everyone and we will start combat. Roll that initiative, sir.
It's gonna be 13.
Okay. 13 it is. Oh, there we go. Alright. There we go. Alright. So, top of the round, Goldrak goes. And he's going to move within range.
10 feet away. 10 feet away.
15 for
15.
his.
Oh, okay.
He has extended reach with this bident.
He needs to do 5, 10.
Yep.
Actually, 5.
Yep.
There we go.
So he moves up, and you hear that charging up. He's going to roll to attack and try to thrust this blade, this bident, directly in towards your abdomen.
Should have been a
Oh, wow. Okay. That is a 14 to hit.
It just meets it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you don't have any armor.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
So he runs in and hits you directly in the chest. And he's going to release a charge, adding a d6 to this. That's a total of 8 points of damage, 5 points piercing, and 3 points of lightning damage.
It's horrible. It's more of a nice little tingle to it.
Yeah, yeah. As it impacts your chest, you kind of move to the side of it, mitigating as a deep of a wound,
Yeah.
and the electricity arcs and your muscles tense for a brief second. He retracts the bident and is poised to strike again. Now it's on to you.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to come up to the right of him.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. And I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Jesus. All right, go for it.
First one is going to be plus 7, 15.
Hits.
Second one's going to be 25.
Hits.
And the third one is going to be 23.
Hits.
And the last one hits at
Yeah.
18
Yep.
net. So
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna roll 3 damage dice, and if the last one he doesn't take damage, he just gets knocked prone.
Oh, okay. So the last thing.
2 plus. I had it written down. 7. Okay, so 9. 15. 15 and 12. So 9, 15, 12. That is
I got it. He
Okay.
has lost a lot.
27, 35, 36.
Okay. So after he pulls back his bident and you the last one knocks him prone, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So after you retrieve he retrieves the bident, you at the same time push the bident away, make 2 steps in, and throw a knee directly in the rib, and you hear ah! As he stumbles to the right a little bit, you uppercut and haymaker at the same time, so it gets directly on the side of the chin, throwing his head the other direction as he was leaning into it. As he steps back and is thrown back a little bit, you jump and Superman punched the top of his nose, kind of hearing a large crunch, and punch down. His head snaps against his chest, and he's grip on the bident kind of wavers for a second, and blood is streaming out of his nose and snout. At the last hit, you jump and kick him in the side of the head, and he flips onto the ground, sprawling out prone. The bident is keeping in his grasp, but just barely as he kind of hits, and you can see it loosen, kind of looks up, and there's blood streaming down from his mouth, and just kind of terror immediate on his eye. And you hear the crowd was immediately when you first got hit, you hear and then you see the boo, 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 and everyone just kind of got quiet for a second, and then just like seems like there's a lot of shock in that initial attack.
Just a little delay, like, okay.
Yeah. Everyone is screeching, and it seems to be a large cacophony of congratulatory cheers.
My action, I believe. That was only one action.
Correct.
And
a bonus, right, for the extra attacks?
Hold on one second. Let me check
Because you used the Moxie, correct?
I used 2 points of Moxie for the 1, 2, 3, 4, which goes off the old 1, 2.
Right.
Which
I'm pretty sure that's a bonus action.
I'm pretty sure it counts as the one action. Or no, it does.
should be.
Yeah, it's like it's like a
yeah,
monk.
so I get
it's
one
like
more-
a monkey
it-
point.
Yeah. It
One
should
more
be.
action.
Yeah, so you have one more action.
Hold on. I'm just gonna go ahead and just like get on top and just punch his fucking face.
Okay.
Yeah, because that should be fairly simple.
All right. Yeah. So he's on the ground, sprawled out. He is prone.
Ground and pound, ground and pound.
So.
Crit. Haymaker.
I think
creature
you
has
can
to
haymaker.
you have advantage on the attack because it's a melee attack within range.
Haymaker, ground pound.
Okay. You have advantage because he's prone.
Disadvantage because
Because
haymaker.
Oh,
it's a
okay. So
single
it's just a single roll. All right. Total of 10.
Yep.
Yep. Misses.
Yep.
As you rear up and you telegraph that heavy punch that you're going in right for the throat, and he kind of eyes go wide and he scoots back a little bit, and you just punch directly into the side of his like leather straps, glancing off and hitting the ground, punching real hard, and you hear a loud thud, and you're kind of that hurt a little bit. He kind of looks and just looking freaked out. And your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Can I actually get your AC and hit point total? here?
AC is 14. My HP currently is 47. Max of 55.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
As I said, punching things is good.
Next round. So he kind of gets up with half his movement, and he actually cannot attack within this attack range. So he's going to move out of your attack range, and you get an opportunity attack against him
Oh,
as he
thank
goes
you,
in
Jesus.
to strike you with the bident again.
Okay, so I get an opportunity of attack because he's leaving the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he hits, I'm actually going to go ahead and go for fluid motion.
Okay. Well, let's do the opportunity attack first.
Yep.
So do you have it?
6 plus 7 being 13.
Yeah, you hit.
Cool. 3 plus 7 being 10.
10. All right. So you just got the amount you needed. How do you want to knock this guy out? Describe your KO.
Like, so he's gonna be scattering away. Just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for him just to get up, and then I'm gonna do like this leaping gazelle kind of punch. Just
Okay.
a nice hook from underneath.
Beautiful. Okay, so he's skittering up. He
I want him to be
skitters
like,
back up
I want him to
his
go
feet.
up and away.
Beautiful. He skitters back up to his feet. He's grabbing the pendant and he kind of uses it to lever himself up. He's getting onto a range where he can stab you. He's walking backwards. You're like, no, you don't. You jump forward, jumping off your right leg and uppercutting at the same time. Roll a strength check for me. So let's see how far he flies.
7 plus 4, 11.
11. Okay, so... not bad. 10 feet. You uppercut him directly underneath the chin, and he flies 10 feet in the air, and here, as he goes flying
Hold up.
backwards.
He's off the ledge.
Yeah, and he's off this little wooden platform. As he lands on the stone and impacts, you hear like as the breath gets knocked out from him, and blood is just streaming out of the mouth and nose, some out of the left eye and part of the right ear. I pointed to the right side of my head and said left.
Are you not entertained?
Right. As you put your hands up, everyone is "Ah!" and cheering. The unconscious figure is sitting there laying on the ground, blood pouring out of it, and the horned rat kind of walks up, puts its hand over the snout, and you hear a loud kind of grabs the snout, puts its claws in around the neck, and just starts ripping the head off, pulling out the spine and everything. He comes forward and presents it. Your trophy. Blood dangling and like veins and everything.
Just letting it.
Yeah, just gore coming down on top of you as everyone in the chamber starts cheering and "Ah!" The horned rat looks to you. What is your name?
Champion.
Good name. This is Champion, the Acolyte, also known as Shimmerbeard, Bloodbeard, Bloodbeard.
So I'm like, oh.
We will accept his tribute. And they pull the corpse and set it on the altar, and a ritual is going off in the background as you are led off, and you're not manacled again. You're actually led up to a secondary balcony that is right in the front viewing row. And you can see there's only one other figure in there, and it seems to be a dragonborn who has a bunch of scars on him and has no visible weapons and is in pretty shitty armor. As you're walking out, the horned rat
Can I grab the armor as I'm
he points as you're leaving and says, "Take your prize."
taking the armor?
Which armor?
You said there was only one.
No, there's several.
Okay.
But there's one that's hanging precariously.
one.
That one looks to be better condition than the others.
If it looks light enough, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then that one actually looks like to be half plate. And the
No, don't
one,
want it.
yeah,
Don't want it, don't
the
want
ones to the right. There's a pretty shitty looking pair of leather armor. This is the studded leather way off in the other
Studded
side.
leather.
All right, so you walk over, you pick that up, and they all.
I literally just throw the head up into the crowd. Just.
Oh yeah. Okay, so one of the very large rat monsters that is ogre sized jumps up, grabs the head, and like crushes it a bit, and just devours it, and starts chewing on it like an apple core. You can just see bits of the skull protruding out, and everything is around it just seems to be some disappointment and some just bloodlust cheering.
Just fuck it. Things are dying. Who cares?
Alrighty.
What godforsaken hellhole have I fallen into?
And you see one of the rat men kind of lean over and he's like, it's a rat hole actually. Kind of leans back over.
Clearly.
Alrighty. You have defeated Goldrum the Tyrant.
Yeah, well, nothing value is lost.
Alrighty.
And with that, I've earned my right to go take a piss.
Yeah. This.
Lucky you, because I had to go take a piss and piss on your character in the game. That was my plan. I've been foiled.
Alrighty. Next up, the corpse has been removed, and a ritual is currently going off in the background.
We should move the dwarf, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be putting him. We'll put him on this. Yeah, there you go. There's a little champion throw.
Elevated area.
Yeah. As he is led off and everyone is cheering, you hear the large rat with the banner hanging off his back come back, and he points now to you and he says,
The Smurf Nabling, the disfigured one. We will put him against Vagrabor.
"Woo, Vagrabor!" and everyone, Vagrabor, Vagrabor, and you're, and then like you can see like those around you kind of look very confused at you as you are unmanacled and a similar leg to neck collar led forward. You're
going to have to go a lot harder. As I'm going to the stage.
Yeah, as you are led onto the stage, you can you're getting up there, and as you can see, a very large green-skinned entity is led out, and it is very thin. It is very, very tall. It has almost like dreadlock hair and large green, like dark green warts and pustulant bubbles all around its body. It has very long black talons and a row of misheveled and nasty-looking teeth with 2 yellow pinpricks for eyes as it's looking into the crowd. And it's smiling, and it is very tall, and it's looking around, and you can see it is holding a very long spear that seems to be average size for its height, but very fucking big for you.
Yeah.
As it is standing in the center, it's looking around and smiling, and it sees you, and it points. It points to you, and then it does like the death symbol with its putting the claw across the neck.
Oh no! Don't give me what I want.
I will go grab him while you
I'm over in there.
get set up on a corner, please.
All right, I'll just take the same quarter. So you gotta win in 1 round. I got something. Do it. Do it. Oh. I also need to grab something from his room. Ready, Jed? Ready? For fighting, combat, glory, death, arrows.
Okay. Compass noble.
So you're ready to die. I'm just a street criminal. Actually, I'm more curious about
If I die, I'm saved the unpleasantries of this place. So. Oh yeah, I know Dwarvish. I haven't used it yet.
Neither have I.
As this large entity
Oh, goody.
holding a spear enters in and is pointing at you, does not seem to be very happy, and is menacing.
Menacing. There's kanji all around it.
Kanji everywhere.
Alright, so rolling.
Hold on. Yeah, so roll for initiative.
Thank you, sweet Jesus. 21.
21. Oh, nice, dude.
My dex is bad.
Oh, wrong one. Alrighty.
There's a piece of sand on the way.
Perfect, I need 1 still. Alright. Sorry. God damn it. Wrong button.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
Yep. Elemental's a pretty good one, I'll tell you that. Whoever wants to pick that when we're back in the choices of Thor.
That's what I was trying to get him to do. I was gonna be the healer, then you could be like the bard animist, and then he could just be the DPS animist. Because then people could wear his armor, and then he could just be like turn into like an ice giant or something. Like
More so, unfortunately, there's not much merit in them. But thanks to that level 6 that I just got, you're about to see what it does.
Alrighty. Get your.
With AC.
What'd you roll again?
I got 21. My max HP is 35.
Hold
I'm
on
at
one second.
I'm currently at 20.
Oh, alright. Right.
Thanks.
My bad.
And
so you got
AC is
21,
13.
AC is 13. And current HP is.
20 right now, at a 35.
what factors into AC again?
Dexterity.
That's it right now.
I
Huh?
got 17 dex right now, so
Okay.
that's what's saving me.
Yeah. As you're looking around, you do see the armor and weapons around you as well, as this entity is looming over you, smiling. And you can see it almost has a extended smile on one side,
Okay.
kind of Joker carved into the right side of its face, that extends all the way up to the cheekbone, and then kind of jaggedly goes to the ear, as it is horrifically glaring down at you. You, my good sir, get to go first.
I said, Thagavor, nice to meet you. As I'll scream out,
As
Victor, Hugo, Lorraine, help me! As I use a 3rd level elemental form, and because of the level 6 feature, 2 more also come out.
Jesus, that's awesome.
Actually, wait, is it 2 or 3?
I don't know.
Let me double check.
That's your class, you figure it
I
out.
know, I just need to double check the read. No, it's up there. My fucking handwriting is horrible. Actually, oh, even better. I need one more. And Victor Levine and no, just okay. No, that was right. The first one. Cool. That has one major elemental that is part acid, lightning, and fire.
Oh my god, beautiful.
I can't quite get a lightning. One lightning one. Or no, this is the acid one, and then the lightning one.
Okay,
But much bigger and much more grander than the two. The other ones look a little smaller.
beautiful. Yeah, we'll have to make some custom miniatures for those guys.
Alright. Well, let me just add them to the initiative order.
Yeah. Oh wait, did they go off their own initiative or?
I
off
roll
yours?
for their initiative.
Okay.
But luckily, they rolled an 18.
Okay. So
Thank
we got
God.
them. All right. And they got what again?
18.
18. Beautiful. All right, top of the round is you, good sir, and you called them out as your action, I'm guessing?
That's my action, yes.
All right, anything else in your turn? You can move.
Oh, slightly. I'll maybe try and look for a piece of. Is there any leather armors nearby?
Yeah,
or
there's
did-
some leather armor, and it seems to be in the back right corner directly behind you.
I'm not even gonna take it. I'm
And
just
it
gonna.
seems to be about 15 feet away to get to it. And then there seems to be a short sword to your right, about 10 feet away.
I'll go 15 feet. Is it this way or this way?
Directly back at the corner.
Oh, like this way?
Yeah. Use your stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Where's the stick? There's the stick.
Yeah. Because distance matters in combat.
Yep. Sorry.
You know you're not supposed to put the armor, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't need the full armor.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
just-
just curious.
I'm just gonna take it and rip off a bit of it and just throw it around.
Oh, okay.
I'm just ripping off parts of it
Okay. All right.
and just kind of tying it. I just need a strap of it.
Okay, so you start cutting into it and tying it off.
I'm just gonna fucking rip it off. I don't even
Oh,
care.
okay. Strength check then.
Whatever it needs to be. If there's a dagger there, I'll cut it. If not,
Okay, yeah,
then
you
I'll just
can
rip
pick up a dagger on the way, we'll say.
it. All right, cool.
All right, so you cut off a little strip of it.
Yeah, I just wrap it around. Or actually, no, fuck a bandana.
Okay, so you make a little bandana. Perfect. All right. That's the end of your round.
Yep.
I mean, your end of your turn. On to your
Fire
summoned
source.
elementals.
All right, time for a gangbang.
Yeah, this is intense.
All right. So, Hooray for Levade, you are the most powerful of the two. The three. You can actually go all the
That's a
way.
little better.
And go over here. And then my acid boy. Come this way. Alright. First, Victor, the big boy. That has all three elements of lightning, acid, and fire.
Yeah.
He will roll. He has a 2+5 to hit. I'll just write down things real quick. So his AC would be. Okay, good. He'll make one attack so far. Oof. With 14 to hit.
14. Where is he? Misses.
Ah, damn.
So he throws a punch in with his lightning acid fire fist.
Yeah.
As it comes flying in, the large green entity kind of jumps back a little bit and dodges to the side, just barely missing. You can see the hair kind of sizzling and burning from getting so close, and kind of frizzes up from the proximity of the lightning.
Lorraine, with your advantage, and he's my acid boy. You go
Okay.
for one. Oh, you son of a bitch. But that's a 15 now.
Just hits.
And because he hits, he now has his AC reduced by 1 because he's an acid elemental.
Oh, right. Nice.
And what's
alright.
your damage type? 5 plus 12 points of damage.
Well, alright. Okay. And that's the
Acid
smaller
boy.
one right there. Yeah.
Acid boy.
So he jumps forward after the punch land, just barely misses with the larger one. The smaller fist comes in and impacts in the side of the rib, and you hear the of the sizzling flesh. You can see the flesh kind of melting away and expose the underlying muscle underneath, and it can see it kind of sizzling away too. It screeches as it rears back from the pain.
Thunderbolt, let's go. Oh, you son of a bitch. But
so
15
good.
again.
15 again. Yeah, 15 hits, especially now.
It was gonna be
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it was. And
Oh, it almost critted.
yeah, it almost did.
Oh, that'd have been dope.
Thunder gets a D4. Oh, and he also needs to make a con save.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
15. 2. And 9 points of lightning.
You got an 18.
And he passes. He's good for now.
Okay. And how much damage?
9.
9. All right. And then the Thunder one jumps in and throws a punch directly into the back on the other side. After the first one impacts, the second fist impacts in the same time, and it kind of sandwiches him, and you hear a large crunch from the impact. As he also rears up and his head throws back and looking down now at the rest of you.
Well, that's their turns. They just hovered and moved around wherever they need to be.
Okay, and they're staying in that movement.
Yep, they've done their movement and their main attacks.
Back Ragor's turn. Back Ragor. He rears the spear and looks at the two. Oh, actually, anything within 5 feet of him who just he took damage. Where is that? A bunch of poison kind of spews out of the pustulant bubbles as he gets impacted.
Yeah.
Each creature within 5 feet takes 10 points of poison damage if they are not immune to it.
I don't know. Does it affect elementals?
It's poison damage.
Damage, fair enough.
Yeah, so
Let me
it's not the
just
poison
check.
condition.
Yes, I got it. I don't-
I think they should be fine because they're giant balls of fire, lightning, and acid,
Aye.
and thunder. They should be good, but double check just to be sure.
Motherfucker.
Oh, it's not loading in?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pull it up.
Well, I can see it, but I just can't read it clearly. Just go up to their stat block because I'm pretty sure.
Alright,
I'm not seeing any immunities, but I'm just double checking.
alright.
It might be. So for all of them, or just the ones that attacked?
Anything within 5 feet of him that when he got hit.
All right. So all of them. Yep.
Right, we'll check on this real quick.
Because I don't think they are.
I don't know. Like there should be damage immunities.
Yeah, I did see anything. I think they're like CR 1/4.
Yeah, I think they have immunity to their elements
Specifically, but not
specifically,
theirs.
but alrighty, come on and load. What was that for now? No, none.
Yeah, no immunity. So yeah.
All right, yeah. So they take the 10.
Yep. Got
All
it.
right.
So yeah, that's their turn, and now his big beastie boy.
Alrighty. So now at the start of his turn, he did take acid damage. So he doesn't get to regenerate. And he will now do his multi-attack with his very nice spear. And at the end of the spear, the tip of the actual spear itself seems to be that same glowing rock material.
All right.
First, wow, 3. First attack will be. Oh, he could do that instead.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he'll do melee attacks first.
Thank you, Jesus.
He twirls the spear in and goes to stab the larger elemental directly in front of him,
All right.
and he gets 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Doing 14 points of piercing damage as he thrusts into the larger elemental.
Come on, victory
Retracts
piece of
the
shit.
retracts the spear point, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Thank you, God. Don't got much. 6.
6. Okay, because he's an arcane construction. Roll a d100 for me.
20.
20. Let's
Victor, don't do this to me. He changes sides.
He is now green.
He
All right.
kind of was already. He had bits
Yeah.
of acid.
Yeah. So he was like a
He's
like
just
a,
now even more
he was
dark.
a mixture of reddish and
Yellows
green
and
and some lightning-ish colors, whites
now
and
he just-
yellows. And now all of that, it's green lightning, green flames, and the acid was already a greenish color. So everything is now green.
All right.
Yeah, that was a tamer one of the side effects that could have just happened. All right, he thrusts in, and that happens. He pulls the spear out, and he failed the Constitution saving throw, so he takes another
Goodbye.
3 points
Oh,
of
thank God you're still up.
lightning damage from this one.
He is blind. No.
Oh, yeah, it didn't say any condition.
Yeah, no, it didn't say condition me.
But I mean, maybe in the future.
We'll double check. I'll read this all in
Yeah,
detail.
yeah.
great
I mean,
detail
he
later.
should be immune to what he is, but I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, so that happens. That's the first attack. Then he turns and stabs at your thunder elemental.
Thunder Buddy.
Hector, no.
That is a 13. 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Doing the
I don't have that AC, 11 AC
8.
starting. I only want to go up per level you send them with.
So where are you on this?
Over here.
15.
No, there's around there. I took some leather from there.
No, see the edge of the ring is the cliff side.
Alright.
15 points of piercing damage, and he has to make another Constitution save. He has to make a Constitution save. Okay, so he thrusts in, and just on impact, it just completely dissipates this elemental. He retrieves the spear and then turns around. He doesn't even turn around completely. He just thrusts the spear backwards in towards the acid one. I'll give him disadvantage because he's being showy.
Alright.
That's
They have low AC, so.
13. Okay, yeah, so it's a 13 total.
13 still hits.
Okay. Thrust in backwards, doing 16 points of piercing damage before the Constitution. Yeah. So thrust in, and then the acid just kind of dissipates and splatters on the ground, and kind of eats away at the stone and wood a little bit before evaporating. That is the end of his turn with his 3 attacks.
All right. Good to know.
And that wasn't even the more terrifying of his attacks. Next round, Aiden, top of the round with you, sir.
Goody. Now with my newly acquired piece of leather, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Nice.
That's why I needed that.
Yep, perfect.
No, I'm backing up. No, fuck no.
Well,
Yeah,
cliff?
Not to the near the edges of the cliffs, but
No, like the cliff after that.
No.
it's cliff on this part.
The actual edge. Of
Oh,
the
okay. My bad. My
No,
bad.
you're good.
I'm gonna back up. 10.
Yeah, I thought it was like edge of the cliff. That's why I was like, knock him off.
No.
Oh.
You're fine. You know, it's just a wooden platform in the center of this stone precipice.
Wish you luck, buddy.
You kind of.
Yeah, so him primarily is like, wish you luck.
Yeah.
Wish you luck, Victor.
Yeah. And he responds back. I'll try. Sounds like Optimus Prime a bit. End of your turn?
Yep.
Elementals, roll out.
Elementals roll out. His turn now.
Left. Yeah. Oh yeah, his turn.
Victor's
So
turn.
he will attack.
And die.
Probably.
Yes.
There we go. See. What's 21.
Hits.
Alright. And let's see. Wounds for every 2, but there's 3. So con save and 1 more AC reduced.
Okay.
As he takes acid,
AC
lightning,
reduction.
and fire.
Okay. And Constitution saving throw is an 11.
Then he fails and he is stunned till the end of my next turn.
Beautiful. All right.
So 5, 8, 10 plus 7, 17 points of damage total.
17. As he throws that punch in, he connects directly in the face, and you see smoke billowing off his hair as it starts burning. The acid is digging into the side of his face. You can see one of his eyelids start to just disappear, and the impact of it just rocks his head back, and the lightning goes and locks up all of his muscles as he's just sitting there shaking and trembling from the impact of this punch. It is sitting there, and you see the muscles still bulging as he rears the fist back from the attack.
Yeah, that's it. The other's got 1 attack for now, but fucker stunned.
He's stunned. Okay. Back to his turn. He's stunned. Next round. Back to you. Top of the round.
My turn.
And he doesn't get to regenerate because he just took fire and acid damage.
Okay. Screw it. We'll use a 2nd level. I will use that to make a beam.
Ooh, beautiful.
So how many? 3. 2nd level beam. So then it will be acid and fire. So that's a D8 and D6. I need 3 for each, but first I need a hit.
Mm-hmm.
8. 15.
Yep.
Okay, I need 3 for each. 1 more D. Where's my last D? There you are. No, wait, this was. I rolled 1 too many. I apologize.
You're good.
5, 4, 9, 12, 20, 24, 27, 34
34.
points of damage of acid and fire damage. And his AC is reduced once more by 1 because of the acid effect.
All right. 34 total.
Yep.
Victor takes the hit twice now. Just for the record.
Yeah, and that was 8. All right. So the first attack gets him 9 points of damage from the first splash of poison, and then the second one gives him
Oh, he's gone. He's gone then.
another 9.
Yeah, he's gone right now.
Okay.
I should have remembered that, but oh
That's
well.
all right.
I do.
So the impact hits, and the large fire and lightning hits him, and you can see
So
the.
what's a level?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
Sorry.
No, you're good. This is from your attack. Just
This was mine I just did.
Yeah, okay,
That
just making
34
sure.
I just did.
Yeah. The large beam impacts the center. A big, another pustulant bubble explodes out, hitting Victor, and just kind of sizzles away from the poison, impacting him and putting him out. As the large beam impacts the chest, he kind of skirts back a little bit and kind of wavers for a second as you see a large char mark in the center of his chest where the acid has still been eaten away at the flesh on his rib. And you can see a large bout of blood kind of trickling out of his mouth now from the impact. Beautiful. Would be Victor's turn, but he's gone.
He's gone now, and now he's on stunned.
Yeah, now he's unstunned. So it lasts the end of your turn, so he's
Yeah.
able to move now.
He's able to move
Okay.
now.
Perfect.
How much movement does he have? Please don't tell me that much.
Let's see what he's gonna do first. Yeah, he's gonna do his venom spray.
Oh, goody.
He runs forward. He can move 30 feet,
Yeah, you just.
and
just
it's a 15-foot cone in front of
Actually,
him.
30. Never mind.
So-
No, you're good.
Yeah.
He's-
He runs right up to you. You see him pull his claw across his chest, and a big spray of poisonous liquid comes flying out towards you. Troll first takes damage.
yourself, troll.
Wow, that was 12 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
immediately.
shit.
Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself.
No.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Damn it.
Then
Do I roll anything?
each creature in the air must make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm alright at these. But not when I fuck up. Thank God. 13?
Oh, fail.
Damn it. I think I might be dead.
This is gonna be
Sorry, buddy.
interesting.
It's my bad.
Thanks.
One, you lucky fucker. Two, what the fuck is this? Only 4 points so far. All right, get it's a D fucking 8. How the hell? 2, 6 points of fucking poison damage, and you are poisoned for an amount of time you do not know. So your attack rolls and ability checks at disadvantage.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
I poison.
As the spray of poisonous fluid kind of impacts your face, you get it in your mouth, lungs, you inhale it, and you're just coughing, and a little bit of blood comes out from that. And that's the end of his turn.
Hold on, there's some check spell.
Next round. Top of the round, back to you, sir.
Alright.
Come to think of it, if you had the stream up on your phone, then you would
Perfect.
have enough to get him to affiliate by the end of the month.
And just once more, clap my hands. Victor Levain. I need you again.
Nice.
So they just come back.
Twitch.
Awesome.
And bonus action, I am
What are we
Misty.
doing?
I am Bamfing out
Oh, nice.
with Misty Step.
Nice.
What am I searching for?
Drow
I'll
friendly gaming.
just send you the link.
You can literally just put drow in and we're the first thing.
Poof. I bump over here,
No,
Nice.
not Drow. Drow.
and then I roll for them.
I'm just gonna send it to you anyway.
No, that's good, but that's a 14.
You got it.
14?
Yes.
Hits?
No, I mean for their initiative.
Oh, okay.
Their new
Yeah,
initiative.
we'll keep them on the same.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, they'd be going before him anyway.
Alright.
You got a 7.
Okay, thank God. So 30, 20, 20. There we are again. So they're up going again.
Yeah, back to them.
All right.
Interesting.
Let's have you flank.
Woo!
All right. First up, big old heck Victor
Okay.
with 22.
Hits.
Bam. And con save, once again, AC reduced by 1.
AC's reduced by 1 again. Con save, that's a d12.
Damn, not that.
Oh, wow. He got an 11 again.
10 points of damage. I rolled 3 1s
Okay, nice.
for the lightning thunder.
Lightning, thunder, acid.
Yes.
Wait.
Lightning, acid, fire.
Yeah, lightning, fire, acid. Okay.
Acid boy.
What was the con
Right.
save for?
To see if he's stunned.
He is stunned. He got an 11.
Alright, so he's stunned.
Yep.
So
So
these crits.
throws the punch and it hits the chest again, and the fire and acid impacts right where your beam hit, and a large hole is burrowed right down to the the sternum and rib bones.
18 for him. And once again, AC reduced again.
Oh god, yeah. So his AC's 10.
And I don't know if stun does anything.
He's currently stunned.
For melee attacks, anything critting or.
Some creatures can incapacitated. He fails strength and dexterity. Attack rolls against him have advantage.
Okay, some of them still do, but that's good for Thunder Boy, as he got a 13.
13.
Yep.
Hits.
For 9 points of damage.
9.
He's already stunned, so I tell him to make another con save. But he's already stunned.
Yeah, right. You can't be double stunned.
Double stun power!
All right.
So that's 3 boils.
Yeah, 3.
Boil swapped.
Yeah, so the first attack, you've got 12 points of damage.
12.
You have all of them.
8, alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut
Next
up,
one. Wait, am I rolling the right dice? Hold on, let me double check. I think I am, but. Oh, yeah, no, it's d8s.
Alright. It's fine.
The next one is.
You win. I'm gonna have a lot of respect for you.
11 more to all of them.
Alright, 2 of them are dead.
And.
What about you 2?
7 to the remaining.
He's up by 3, baby!
Nice. As they all punch and impact, the first one hitting the sternum and dissolving, the second one hitting into the side of the leg, and you can see part of the tendon being exposed, and the third one with the last thunder strike hits him directly in the chin, and you can see the jaw dislocate and some of the teeth shatter. You can see his eyes are dazed and rolling in his rolling around, and he's just bleeding profusely, and he has large char marks and holes. He's looking pretty fucked up right now.
Good.
That's the end of their turn.
Yep, and 2 of them went down.
Yep.
I'm running away like a bitch. So 15, 20, 25, perfect.
All right. Now on to his turn.
Oh yeah, his turn, yeah. But he's stunned.
Yeah, he's stunned, so it goes right past him. Next round,
Yeah, that was me moving. I'm firebolting.
firebolt, beautiful.
Oh, 19 plus a lot.
Yeah,
It's
you
about
hit.
27.
Yeah, you definitely hit. His
rolled
AC's
bad.
currently 10. He hasn't got a fucking chance to heal this
No,
entire
he
time.
hasn't.
This has been really unlucky for him.
3, 11 plus 18 points of fire damage.
Describe your kill, sir.
I'm basically on strike right now, like, protect me, friends. This is completely pathetic a little bit. There's a little bit of things, but I'm like, I'm just gonna flip them off saying, like, no one kills me but me.
Yeah. As you, no one kills me but me, and you throw the middle finger back, and a large bolt of fire comes out of the tip of your middle finger, snakes around your elemental friend, and it hits the large troll in the back of the head, hitting and impacting. You hear a loud crunch noise. His head goes forward. He impacts the side of the platform and flips and goes over as you hear. And you don't hear an impact or anything. And you just see, on that side particularly, a large gout of light come flying up, and a little bit of lightning crackling coming up from the center of the pit where he has fallen in. And everyone, lots of cheering and squeaking and chittering from everybody as everything has been brought to conclusion in this fight. Beautiful.
And then after a minute passes, poof.
Yeah, it disappears.
As long as I don't get hit, then bad things happen when I lose concentration.
As the large rat with the horns kind of walks forward to you again.
We have lost our tribute, but congratulations nonetheless. Pick your prize.
as you can see, short swords, a couple staffs, various bits of armor around you. Well, that's all you're seeing.
I'm gonna just cast a detect magic real quick.
Okay, casting
See-
it.
Yeah, just look around and kind of browse around.
As your eyes fill with this arcane energy, you can see magic in a new spectrum and light. Around you, you can see directly in front of you, the large horned rat is a large glowing
Magic,
beacon of pure light. And from the pit, you see a similar power. And dotted throughout the crowd, you can see little fainter dots, and a couple of the rat men wearing triangles have a stronger presence of magic. But none of the
Nothing
items
around.
around you
Yeah, nothing
seem
items,
have
just
any
wanna
kind
check.
of magic. Yeah, the sword that is being held by
him.
the large rat man with the banner on his back seems to be magic, and the rat running around his banner and
Is also
on his
magic.
shoulder seems to be magic as well. But that is all you're seeing.
Alright, then.
And as you're looking at the horned rat entity in front of you, it is not the shape that it is appearing in. It is larger, it has hooves, it has very large horns, and very large canine teeth that are protruding out, as it is a reddish hue to its skin and patches of fur kind of coming across it. Very large claws, and it is smiling down at you.
Goody. Now I'm just gonna pick up a staff or something or a helmet.
Yeah, there's little bow staffs and some helmets and stuff like that around.
That's all I need is just
Okay.
something to hide my face and a staff,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. You put something over your face, and then you pick up a staff, and you're led off to the same little champion's corner.
Good job.
This has been very
No, I'm just
interesting.
kidding.
I was like, yeah, that's deserved.
Fuck it, let's do it.
For the last fight of the evening, let's make it interesting. All of our remaining champions will now fight to the death. And our last two newcomers.
14.
As you guys
Naked, I don't have. No, I have
are being led in, you are unmanacled and led in. You are led back in.
Damn it.
You are led back in. Hand me. Never mind. Oh yeah, can you hand me the miniatures boxes real quick? Thank you. Thank you. So one.
Oh, that didn't last long. Well, we have to kill each other.
There you go. Yeah.
This is my corner. All of you can fuck off.
Hello, newcomer. How are you doing? Oh, strong and silent type.
Goody.
No, I'm trying.
Don't worry, you have all your spells and all your HP. You're in the best condition out of all of us.
In game.
I mean, one good smite and people are gone.
Oh, I'm dead. From it's on the breeze on me.
As the next ones are brought in.
Yeah, you can't really see that on that camera. That camera's garbage.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh no.
As you are all let in, Steve is in one corner. And he's got his fist up.
You're mine, bitch.
And
Boy,
the,
I made a promise to him.
the Dragonborn with all of the fucking cat. All the Dragonborn with all of the little scraps of armor kind of tied to him. He comes out with a very large maul that has one of those stones embedded into it. As you can see his large braids of what seems to be almost like a calcitized hair-like follicle that is coming out as a beard of large kind of almost like porcupine spikes.
Guy's
As-
bearded dragon.
As he's kind of in the center, he looks around. Whoever attacks me first, I will allow to live. The rest of you cowards will die. As
all of the rat men in the arena are chanting and excitedly in a fervor of pure
I'll
glory.
spit at him.
Oh, at the Dragonborn?
I was about to piss on him.
As you spit, he kind of make an attack roll against him, actually.
I was going to piss in his general direction just to say, fuck it.
Okay.
17 range attack, or how am I doing this?
Range, sure, yeah.
Okay. Unholy 20.
Unholy 20. He turns and the spit comes at him, and he deflects missile and grabs
Uh-oh.
the actual spit
I
from
hit.
the air. Huh?
I hit.
Hmm?
I hit. It touched him.
Sure. He grabs the spit out of the air and
And
kind
throws
of
it back
looks,
at you.
kind of looks and just throws the loogie on the ground. As you go to piss at him, he rears his mouth open, and you can see a little bit of acid kind of dribbling out of his mouth as he's looking down at your exposed dick. Do it and you lose it.
You tempt me, sir.
I get to live.
Not yet. Does not count.
Fine, I'll just piss in your general direction and I'll back up 10 feet.
As you back off a little bit, you hear, "No, everyone must start on the platform."
No, I'm not off. I'm just back into my corner.
Okay, and you piss at him. It's kind of splashing near him. He just kind of looks down, looks up at your face. You will die slowly.
Good. Don't promise me a good time, baby.
In Dwarvish, I'm going to say to you, look, I haven't even fought and I'm up at your ranking.
Oi, this fucking cunt.
You killed the angel boy.
Chad, can I get your
I actually start moving towards it, like completely ignoring the Dragonborn. Just
initiative roll, please, for me, Chad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're keeping old ones or you're rolling?
Yeah, I'll have you guys reroll your initiative.
14.
14? Beautiful.
16.
13.
Alright, well, having there twice.
I thought it was clever.
Nice.
Sorry, what'd you get, Alex?
13.
Okay, you didn't change.
I did not.
Aiden?
16. I went a little bit lower.
Yeah. 16, beautiful. And I would be right to eat you.
By killing them?
It's already at negative, it's not the thing. Whatever. Just recurse it. Recurse them.
I need the sugar in me.
Do it.
Do what you
And
Might
that's
grab
it.
some in a minute.
Same.
Oh, it's real good.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, pecan pies is the shit, man. You fucking open it.
Yeah, go for it.
Shit, he's talking pissing. I actually do need a piss now.
Yeah. Oh, poor Steve.
Oh no.
That's such a shit roll.
Did you get a 2?
He got a 1.
Oh shit.
He's sitting there pissing himself. All right. So as you guys are lined up and ready for this combat,
Wait, are we? Is he 10 below everybody? Is he missing a round? Missing himself for an entire round?
yeah, 100% is. Yeah, everyone has a surprise round pretty much on Steve. All right, perfect. Start of the round, the Dragonborn rears up and starts waving his giant maul in an arc and starts like displaying his prowess with his weapon and is holding his action for a specific thing. Next up is Aiden. You're up. And during this, all of you were handed a small potion. You drink it, and it is considered a short rest. So you can use your hit dice and everything. It is a potion of rest.
Damn it.
And each of you is offered a potion of healing. So each of you have one of those handed to you before the battle.
Check.
Hey, I caught it again.
I'm gonna need Chad. I'm gonna need your AC.
The almighty 10.
Beautiful. And HP, sir.
47.
37.
47.
47. What was that, Alex?
My AC change.
2.
16.
Beautiful.
Same here.
And your current HP, Alex?
52.
Nice. Current HP, Aiden? Still 20?
And I'm about to heal up back to 35.
Nice.
I just need one more good roll. If I roll 2 1s, then I'm pissed off. Or 3 1s, then I'm pissed off. Then I'll be at like 34.
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay. I'm
Good.
good with
My hand was like
35
this,
again?
and it
Yeah,
rolled into my
35
hand.
again, and my AC 16 right
It was
now.
like
Thanks
this,
to Major.
like
Nice.
Which lasts for 8 hours.
That's pretty good.
Call your doctor
I
if your mage armor lasts longer than 8 hours.
Right. Call your
Yeah.
Call your local mage.
yeah, your
Magnus.
apothecary.
Get this out of here.
Do you still have water, by the way?
We should.
Okay. There's also still salmon over here.
Yeah, that's mine. I need it. I
Yeah.
want it.
I'm sure. Do you want me to get you? You still got some.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting till we're done.
Do you want me to microwave that?
No, it's fine. Because I can't talk and eat at the same time, so I gotta wait.
Alright.
Alright, top of the round. He is holding his action. Now it is Aiden.
Once more. For my last time for the
You
trade.
have all your spell slots back.
Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Why?
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. Alright.
Activating. Then Victor, we're taking this home and we're going places.
Jesus. Alright, so you summon your 3 elementals again. In the center of the combat. So you have that one directly in front of you. And those to either side. Fuck those numbers.
And
Alright.
I'll back up a little bit.
Alright.
Fuck pie. I'll be right there. Then with their initiative. Ah, they rolled good. They rolled a 10.
Okay. That is not great.
But they're still there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Next up, Chad, you're on.
I need a short sword.
There is one about 10 feet to your right.
Then I'm gonna run over and grab that off the
Alright.
ground real quick.
So you pick it up, and that's within your movement.
So yeah. Like off this way somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Dakota. Get out of here, man. What are you doing?
He's adorable. He's all ears.
He's so adorable. Alright.
He wants pie.
Yeah, he sure does. Wait, what are you doing? Alright, so yeah.
I don't think there's wait, hang on.
You're up.
Where was
I'm not. No.
we don't do that here.
Good. Good. 35 feet. Okay, I could pick them. Yeah. But that's fine. I need him as a wall.
Hmm. I'm gonna cast hold person on. Does Dragonborn count as a humanoid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then him.
Okay. You cast hold person on him. Alright,
Mhm.
what's the... Is it Constitution?
Yeah.
Charisma? Is that charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. He got a 12.
Actually, you don't entirely know.
Oh, what's your DC?
It's your
8
ability.
plus your proficiency plus your charisma.
11 plus charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you guys are 6.
So let's see, 3, 6.
I think
8.
he fails. Because
What'd you get?
he got a 12. Yeah, okay. So he failed. So he,
So now
in
he's
the
just-
middle of spinning his great ball with the large gem on it, he and stops, and he's in mid, like, arc, like he's about to slam down.
It's like give one of those like.
Yeah, and you do your hand gesture, and woof, and he stops mid thing.
He's compelled to stop.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on your turn?
That was an action, I believe.
Yeah, should be.
Unless I wanted to move more, which. Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit this way. Alright, it's
Use the stick. Move.
literally 5
I
feet.
know, but we have it for a reason.
Literally 10 feet. I only moved a total of 20.
There's more.
Take all the sticks.
There.
Alright.
I've moved 20 feet.
Nice. End your turn.
Yes.
Alex, you're up.
Steve's out in the open. Get him. I got the Dragonborn.
Steve's
Steve
gonna
said
end up
no,
like that.
Oh my
You
god!
won't attack?
He's gonna end up like Kung Fu
Forget Steve.
Grandma.
I'll get the Dragonborn.
We're just gonna
Heard.
ignore him and he's just gonna like accidentally kill us all.
Well, let's see if I can get over to Steve.
If you use a moxie point, you definitely can.
I don't need to.
He's paralyzed, the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, don't worry.
5, 10, 15, 20. Hey, Steve.
Alright, yeah. Roll those hits.
So let's see, that's going to be my attack, my bonus action, and my other attack.
Gentle facial massage.
Nice.
First one is going to be 21,
Hits.
19,
Hits.
and last one is 13.
Misses.
Okay.
So the first two impact, you have an uppercut to the rib. Yeah, we turned it down so much we can't even hear.
Yeah, wow.
But I mean, they can, so.
We'll figure out stuff later.
Our output's super low.
First one's 15.
Should I turn it up more?
Um,
On our
I
end?
don't know about that.
No? Yeah.
26 total.
26 total?
And my fist count is magical, just in case.
Yeah, no, he's not resistant. Alright. 26, you said?
Yep.
Alright, so you run in and jump, flying kick him right in the solar plexus. He and he kind of steps back a little bit. As you're coming down, you elbow the top of his head, and you hear a loud as his teeth kind of shatter at the impact of your elbow coming down. As you land, you go to punch again, and he just wobbles slightly out of way. Just a pure coincidence. It's
That's like a fucking
and it
hangover.
goes woof, right past his ear, and you see his hair kind of move from the pure force of the punch, and he kind of blood trickling out of his mouth. You can see bits of teeth kind of fall out of his mouth as he's just sitting there, dazed almost from the pure bruteness of what just happened. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Yeah, he's looking pretty fucked up. All right, Aiden, all of your friends go now.
Slow death, eh?
Yeah. This is awesome.
First, Victor, our big boy.
All right, roll hit.
And I'm guessing because he's paralyzed, advantage. And if it hits, it's a crit.
He's stunned or paralyzed?
I'm pretty sure it's paralyzed. For
I think
one
he's
person.
paralyzed. Yeah.
Pretty sure paralyzed. Paralyzed
Yeah. Okay.
for the duration, which is up to a minute.
Attack rolls have advantage. Any attack rolls that hit the creature is a critical if the attack was within 5 feet.
Oh, if I had known that.
Yeah, but what do you think? I got 3 attacks and a bunch of other fun shit.
Yeah, they're advantage and are considered critical.
17 for Victor's first strike.
We could have done 1, 2,
barely
3,
hits.
4.
All right, once again, reduced by 1,
Yeah,
First
it's
AC.
Oh god. That's
and he can make a con save.
beautiful. Okay. He got a 10 total, so he is also stunned.
Start to paralyze.
Along with paralyze. I thought this guy was gonna fucking wreck you guys. I didn't realize how many control spells you guys had. It was great.
Oh, I haven't even
11.
smite.
I
smite
know.
yet.
18 points of damage total of acid, fire, and lightning.
18. Beautiful.
Then we're going with Louvain, my acid boy.
Yep.
Oh, actually, 34 because crit.
Oh, and it's a crit. Yeah, so 34. What was the initial? I'm just gonna do it again.
17 times 2. Oh wait, no.
It
It was 11, so 22 plus 7, 39. I'm 29.
Okay. First hit comes in, and he's locked in that pose, and your elemental comes in and strikes him directly in the side of the face. You see his face move slightly, and the scales get just melted away from the acid, and there's flames licking up the side of his face, going down, just burning all of his clothes. And he is just jolted again with lightning. He was already still, but his muscles are now locking with all the electricity going
And
through his
now
body.
with
You just hear the teeth chattering from the actual force of his jaw
And my
moving.
acid boy Louvain hits an 18.
Hits.
And so that's
That's a
8.
crit, too.
Yep, so
Don't forget that.
8 plus 15 points of damage total of acid. And Hector, my lightning boy.
And does his AC get reduced again?
Yes, because that one was acid.
Okay.
So
So now the acid fist comes in and hits him directly in the small of the back. He arches a little bit, but is still locked in his paralysis and stunned muscle locking. It kind of eats through more of his scales, and you can see exposed musculature in the back of on his back.
15 for the last one.
15 total.
Yes.
Okay.
Or for the to hit.
Oh, to hit.
The damage was it was also 15.
Okay. Oh, so 15 more.
Yeah. Well, no, for this new next
Okay.
damage.
Next one. Okay.
Damn it. 9.
9. Okay.
I rolled a 1. And he can make another con save if he wants, but it's kind of all. He's already kind of fucked.
Yeah. You can't get double stunned. Anyway, so the first one, boom, on the side of the face. Second one, brr, right in the side. And then the last one, in the small of the back. The last one, lightning fist, double fist on the top of the skull. And you hear that poosh as his teeth kind of impact his other teeth. And it just kind of makes a loud crunching noise. You can see a couple of his large fang-like teeth fall to the ground, and he is also, again, convulsing with electricity.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
gonna be
looking
looking.
very
He's
fucked
gonna be
up.
looking like he's like-
You can see exposed musculature kind of leading into his actual spinal cord on the back. The face, you can see the eye is completely missing at this point, and half of his face is completely exposed to bone. He's looking very fucked up.
Now he's gonna be on his staff and just going, slow death, eh?
He's just like a gurgling noise coming from the back of his mouth. That's the end of their
I just have a
turn.
shit eating green on mine, so.
Yeah, that's the end of their turn. Steve rolled so fucking low, he is still surprised. He's just stunned for this round.
It makes sense considering
Yep.
what just happened to him.
Uh-huh. Next round, the Dragonborn, who is stunned and paralyzed, he gets a save
He
again.
just
with
get a
his-
save at the end of his turn for
the-
hold person.
Yeah, okay. Which he gets an 18.
Yeah.
But he's still
But he's still stunned.
So he breaks out into being just convulsing into electricity. He just. That's the end of his turn. Aiden,
Just
back
all
to you,
hits him at
sir.
once.
That's fucking insane. I love this. Alright. You're up, Aiden.
Yeah, fuck it. Just gonna go a little bit. Like a 5-foot step this way. I'm just gonna be flipping them off, just like, well, you might do slow deaths, but I do quick ones, as I do a second level beam.
Okay.
So that's 2 spells
Originating from the penis.
there. Yeah. And as I crush it, it's like, yeah,
Okay.
get fucked, noob.
Yeah. And then this is just the
It's
mixture of
actually-
your elements, right?
This is 2 of my elements, which will be lightning and acid.
Okay.
Yes,
So
make it
lightning
yellow green.
acid stream of energy shoots from your cock and flies forward.
Thank God he's
You're
reduced
pissing
because
on
of 16.
16 hits.
Yep, from my cock, so I can piss all this.
Ah, no longer a crit though. Oh, it was ranged anyway.
bitch. Yeah, exactly. 2, 3.
Can't believe you've done this.
And once again, another reduced by 1
Okay.
for his AC.
Yep.
Let's see, 3, 1, 7, and 17, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 26.
Jesus Christ. Describe your kill, friend.
Yeah, it says like you might want to do slow test, but I.
You whip your dick Wait, did you roll for it yet?
No, hold on.
How big's your dick, bud?
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
D10, a D12, and a D6. Come on. 11 by 5.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
You whip out your 11-inch long by 5-inch in girth cock, and just a beam of lightning
It's
acid
basically like, but
fires
I
out of the
go
tip of
quick
your
and
dick
clean.
and hits him directly in the face as he's got the most lethal facial in history. As his face melts like the fucking Ark of the Covenant opening up on his face, just melts everything.
Performance. How well do you pick
As you
Oh
can
my
see,
God.
the draconic skull is all
16,
that's remaining.
17, plus 1 charisma. 17 performance.
Everyone believes that actually happened.
Okay.
As the orgasm.
Yeah. As you fall back in ecstasy, you can see all that's remaining is a skull. He looks like Skeletor, and you hear off in the background, "Ah, damn you, He-Man!" As as one of the rat men pikes up and throws his little fist in the air. You can see the skull is just chattering, and it is just neck down flesh. And it is still convulsing from the electricity, and it's still standing, and it's almost like making a step forward, and then it just shudders and falls, and it's like those fainting goats. Its arms are just kind of extended from the locking of the muscles as he is fallen down dead. Holy shit, that was dope. All right. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move it a bit more straight to my wall.
Oh,
so I move
okay.
10. So I have 15 more feet.
Nice.
Bam.
Okay.
Steve is.
Chad, you're up.
Quick decision making. This isn't actually for a roll or anything. Just seeing because I can't decide myself.
No worries.
Okay.
Do you have that area effect?
Mm-hmm. You need this guy?
Oh.
In a bit.
Okay. No worries. I got it.
Punching things. Simple, but can be costly.
Yeah. You don't get elementals and big AoEs.
Still can't believe we have 3 animus.
I know. We got 3 animations, and I've rolled 2 of them.
Yeah, I
2
know.
times I've made characters. from
That's
your
so
parent
fucking
character
crazy.
creation.
I love it.
God damn.
Actually, can you pull in a little bit? You're
Okay.
cutting your head off a little bit there.
Yeah, no,
Perfect.
I'm in
There you
ecstasy right now.
Yeah, yeah. All right. How you
All
doing, Jack? Be careful.
I got it.
Oh, good catch.
I was just making the dex save.
Alright.
Yeah. Hit the number on the dot.
All right. I'm moving in behind the dwarf.
Okay.
It's only 15 feet. Going in for a nice slash up the back,
Nice. Okay.
And-
you'll have advantage because he's currently being flanked.
and also, was it smite? First level.
Okay. Do it. Roll ahead.
Reaction. Fluid motion.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to completely block it, but I can at least alleviate some of it. Can I get a D10, please?
D10.
Oh, you haven't found yours?
No. There we go. Thank you, my friend.
Nice.
So, well, I had to wait and see if you had actually.
Yeah.
22.
Alright.
Oh,
Go ahead, roll your
shit.
damage.
That's well done.
Dude, that's intense.
Okay, so hang on. What is the short sword attack? Is that a D6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
Maybe.
figured.
I think.
I have my thing with me.
Yeah, that's a 16 damage.
Well, that does 12. So I'll take 4 from that.
Okay. So as you come in and slash, he kind of turns a little
Big
bit
ass fucking footsteps.
to not take the full strike right on the spine, still leaving a huge gash in your back. Anything else on your turn? Did you use a smite on that, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
There's not a lot I can do.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh
you,
wait,
Go ahead.
I have double attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first attack comes in and you
Yeah,
slash
so I
up and
go
you
like that,
turn
and he's like-
slightly away
okay.
to not take the full front of it, and you pour a little bit of your divine energy into it, kind of searing into the flesh a little bit deeper.
I'm gonna come back in for a
Yeah, a thrust now. Okay, roll
yeah.
it.
Instinctively holding my hand like this, like I would have a shield because I'm just used to the motion.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
also helps me shift my weight. 14?
Nope.
Really?
Okay.
He is good.
Then yeah, you're still paying attention then.
Okay. Yeah. So the thrust comes in, and you, as you're partially turned, you whoosh, hit the flat of the blade with your forearm and face him now directly.
Hold on, Steve.
He just okay. Hold on.
We're good. Just next time I tell you shut up, shut up.
How much damage did you take again?
I took the whole 4.
Okay, so you're at 48.
Yep.
Shit.
Can I persuade Steve to be inspired?
You
No,
persuaded-
Steve!
Get him now!
Beautiful. All right, Alex, your turn.
Oh, I guess that doesn't count.
I mean, you're not a bard.
I have charisma.
It's true. Anyway, Alex.
You stupid motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, floor.
Goody.
Oh,
That's like
good.
P5O fun, but for
Yeah,
short
yeah.
people, because they can only count to
1, 2, 3, 4.
only
Well,
count to
keep in
four.
mind,
That's your fucking catchphrase.
every hit is going to be treating your balls like a speed bag.
Hey, Lambo.
I'm right. That's why I said when we do prison breaks again, I'm going to bring them back.
18.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oof.
19.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
Mmm.
It's a
11.
Okay.
How many of those hit?
All of them.
All of them.
It's an AC of 10.
So you take. Actually, oh, one more. That's right, floor.
Right. What'd you get?
It's a 1.
Oh, okay.
Went off the tray, but it's
Yep.
a 1.
So there's a 1. Alright, so you do your 3 dice rolls of damage, and then I will tell you what happens with the crit fail.
12.
Do you want to punch a giant?
15. So that's 27 so far. And 10. 37 total. Hello, my friend. You have my attention.
Wow.
Damn.
Alright,
Well done.
so you turn after slapping the blade away, and you just rock him once in the face. As he's rearing back, you kick him in the knee, he kind of falls down a little bit, and then you uppercut him. And the last one, you go to stomp his foot, you miss, you hit a shield, and it... And dexterity saving throw, you can catch that shield.
Ooh. 13.
13. You just barely grab it
Like
and
catch
pull
the
it to
edge
you.
of it.
Yeah, you barely grab it and pull it into your arm. You now have a +2 to your AC with that shield.
Hooray.
As you look down, son of a bitch!
He's still, well, he isn't, wait, he is prone? Is he prone?
No,
No,
because
that
you-
was the crit
That
fail.
was the crit fail.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
As you go to knock him to the ground,
Okay.
you
Well, if
miss
that's
and
the
threw
case.
shield into his hand. There's your action, bonus action, and secondary action, correct?
Nope. That's just action, bonus action.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
Still extra attack.
Okay.
Thankfully, and I'm debating.
Grapple him. Grapple him. Grapple him.
This is intense. And we have a dragon Skeletor in the middle.
Haymaker.
Oh, Haymaker. Okay. Disadvantage to get the higher damage.
Yeah, well, it's a 9, so no, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
not now with that shield.
9 total?
Yeah.
Alright. So you throw the punch forward and you instinctively dodge out of the way, pulling the shield in close to you, and you whoosh right past. But this was a heavy punch. You could actually feel the air going past you because of the force of the punch. Anything else in your turn, Alex?
I see everything.
Alright, Aiden, your friends go.
Hey boys, you forget about me.
I'm
Steve?
busy.
Steve's sitting there.
Dwarf. And here you go, Chad. A friend for each of you.
Alrighty.
So let's go from this way. First, the one is Captain Steve,
All
my
right.
good friend Hector, my lightning one. Oof, not good, but that is still 12.
Oh, misses.
Alright.
Steve snaps to and ducks underneath the large lightning thunder elemental's fist that goes right over his head. He kind of stands up, and you can see a focus narrow into his eyes, and his eyes kind of split into a more reptilian form
Uh-oh.
as he kind of looks, and he's like,
Gum, got you. On to you. Hector, my big boy. Ooh, thank you. That is a 19.
That hits.
okay. Oh,
Make a con save and say goodbye to 1 point of your AC.
Sure. Really?
uh-oh.
Really?
Crit fail?
No.
Almost.
5,
Total of 9.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he failed.
5, 10,
Yeah, I'm stunned for a round.
13.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're stunned 13, and you take 20 points of damage of combined of fire, lightning, and acid.
20 total?
Yes.
Jeez. Wow. Awesome. All right,
And
so
last for you, I forgot, Chad.
first off, the punch goes over Steve. The other one, the flaming acidic lightning fist comes in and
So I was too focused on this card.
slams you right in the side of your
14
temple
hit you.
as your hair
14,
is
yes.
being burnt.
I'm
Your
sorry.
beard
Gotta
is
say goodbye to
melting
one
and being
point
burnt
of
at the
your
same
armor.
time.
No.
Yeah. Also, you can see you can barely hear out of your ear as it is partially melted, and the flames are licking your tattered clothes, burning into your chest hair. It hurts.
Yeah.
And you can feel the lightning locking your muscles up currently.
And 10 points of acid damage to him, and once more, 1 more AC reduced.
All right. Wow, that's horrible.
Oh, wait, are you dead?
No, just his AC alone.
That was my last 10 HP though.
Oh, it was?
So you're back
I'm
down.
on 0.
Oh, you're unconscious.
Yes.
Okay.
And my shield got eaten away a little bit.
Yeah. So it impacts. You pull the shield up to block, and it impacts the shield and hits
Goes
you
like
directly.
right through, yeah.
Hits you directly in the pulls the weight, hits you in the face. The acid starts eating through the shield, and some of it hits your chest. It is currently eating away at your chest and your shoulder, and you are
Yeah, just like
unconscious
2
on the
points.
ground as you impact heavily. You hear a
Alright, I
big
knocked him down really fast.
from the crowd going off, and you can see 2 of the very large ogre-sized rats kind of throwing their arms up and pumping their fists in victory and salute. All right, that's the end of that turn.
Hello.
Steve, he goes.
Oh, thank God.
You see him jump up in the air ungodly fast, and large claws sprout out from his hand. He goes flying down in towards your largest elemental.
It's a good thing that I sided with Steve.
He is currently bleeding. He's certainly charred. He's got big gash on him. He runs in and tries to attack the elemental. Wow, that's a big 26.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit his AC of 13.
As this claw comes in and rends part of the elemental's form. Whoa, doing 20 points of slashing damage.
Alright, he's still up.
Leaving a huge gash and separating part of the elemental's form. He lands and he's sitting there. You can see his mouth is starting to fill with large fangs, and his face is kind of extending into a snout more as he's getting more musculature over his body. Alrighty. Let's see, Steve's turn. Dragonborn's dead. Aiden, your turn, sir.
I'm sorry to y'all. I'm expending a 3rd level slot to do.
3rd level slut.
Yes, the 3rd level slot of the blast slut. So it's a 30-foot radius.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that'll get all of you, and I can even get my elementals out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Dex saves for me, boys.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you automatically
You
take 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's
take
only
two,
an
that's
11.
it.
You fail. 15.
Oh, and Steve crit failed.
So automatically, once again, reduce the ADC by 1.
Okay.
It's annoying.
Yep. Artificers are very good utility bastards, depending on how you build them.
Animus.
And miss, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Too
good.
many A's. So, how many is that? 9 dice.
Chad, it doesn't matter, but your AC's down back to 10.
Also, con save.
Okay.
Also, another con save for me. Well, you, yeah, again, you would see it because at the end of this.
From all of them?
Yeah, for all of them, because it's lightning and acid.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm just a cocky rich kid paladin.
That's unholy 20.
You say this one, so you're not stunned again.
Steve
After this turn,
got
if I
a
live,
16.
You're out.
A third level, that's just 3
Steve got a
times.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Then he succeeded the stun.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me double check that actually. No, yeah, he succeeds the stun because the con is another save.
Okay.
He has to make 2 saves, so he succeeded the stun by 6. 2
Thank you.
plus 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7. 34 points of damage.
Beautiful.
Of lightning,
Unconscious.
acid, and fire.
Jesus. Gonzo.
Bless you.
You're
dead?
6.
Are you? No, you're just unconscious.
Yeah.
Steve's also unconscious. So, you have everyone unconscious and one guy dead. And the guy
Dominance
in
is just
front of
gonna take 1 punch at the dead bodies.
you. Okay. So
Not
they
the
just start-
unconscious.
Yeah, you're out of combat at this point. You can just pummel him to death. Yeah, you have a champion. Holy shit. Okay, so the elementals first.
I do a floss dance in the
First-
center of the
Oh my
stage.
First you stand and you throw that area effect.
Actually floss though.
The spell comes in and just
Do you not know how
starts.
I kind of. Fuck it, we're doing Inferno Dab.
Oh Jesus!
Infinite dab. Okay.
God damn it! And we picked up a viewer at the same time you started that.
Okay.
God damn it! You need this large area of effect of
There you
acid
go.
and lightning. There you go. That's happening now. God damn it!
This is how you got hit.
As it envelops all of you, you start getting
Belly button.
melted, and you just immediately you fall to the ground, falling unconscious. You unconscious, just sizzling and screaming, and then the elementals come in and just start pummeling you guys, breaking bones, cracking your rib cages in, leaving
Taking our
bloody
lunch money.
puddles
Yeah.
and flaming piles of blood and gore as you guys are completely pummeled. You walk into the center stage and bow as the large horned rat comes in. Good battle. You will receive many rewards.
Hey, anything's better than the streets. Even if I live with rat people, fuck it. It's better than the drow.
He hands you yeah, I'll do that on screen. As you are handed a small little sack that has a piece of cloth in it, he hands it to you. We will let you return to the surface world with a little gift. As he hands you the little bag, along with the memories of how to get here removed. You
Yeah.
remember the experience, but nothing else.
Yeah, I was drunk anyway. I don't remember
And
much
the
about how you got here.
gracious wonder of how you can serve our great empire. If you wish, we will double up on your reward and allow you to stay as our champion.
Tempting. It's better than being with those drows. They just puff me all day. However good are the accommodations, and can I get something for the smell?
You get a room, we'll put some flowers in the room, and you get food besides bread.
Done.
Welcome. And there is your reward.
Of many words. Oh, of many worlds.
Mm-hmm.
The fine black soft as silk is folded into the dimensions of a handkerchief. It unfolds to a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. You can use
And
the motion to unfold close.
You two are now spirits hovering in the center of this large ring. You can see the Dragonborn sitting there off to the side, shaking
Oh,
his
did I
head.
get my angelic wings in this?
Your angelic wings are out next to your side as you are two spirits disembodied. You can see you have remnants of the damage that you have taken on your spiritual forms, and around you there are thousands of similar in shape and state entities. You can see from the very beginning of tonight's battle the rat man with the large bident and a menagerie of different races. You can even see one tabaxi who is clearly bifurcated directly in half, but you can see like his intestines are kind of leaking out, but he is still floating above his legs. You can see everyone standing in the circle, and as your corpses are brought on to the large altar, both of you make wisdom saving throws.
Nope.
Oh god. Yep.
What was my? I have wisdom saving throw proficiency, I believe.
So now I have +3
Is that
to
you?
you?
No,
What's your wisdom?
my handwriting.
There you go.
Yeah, I have a wisdom save, but it's only +2, so 15.
Well, if you're proficient, that's actually +5.
You
If you have proficiency. Wisdom saving throw?
Mine's only 3 because of all the saves.
Nah.
And it's
Anyway.
a -1
Oh, it's
because of my
-1.
wisdom.
So it's plus
15.
But I have wisdom saving throws.
15.
So it's +2, yeah.
15 total.
15 total. Okay.
Good fail.
You try to
Ouch.
escape this force pulling you in. At the same time, you see what's happening. You jump out of the way as a
Wings.
large
Henley.
large raven swoops up, grabs you, and starts taking you out through the roof, and you are being pulled away as you dodge and don't quite make it, as the raven's claws barely miss you and swoop up as your corpse is now defiled and your body is being ritually sacrificed on top of what is happening. Your spirit bound to this realm and to this area, as your spirit is being lifted off by the Raven Queen's messengers. As you are,
just flip 'em off.
as you're getting
Fall
pulled
down.
out, you flip them off. As you can hear the taking you off. As you look at the Raven who meant to grab you and barely missed, you can see it circling in, trying to go in for another pass. At the same time, it immediately just turns to a cloud of feathers and dissipates as this knife gets plunged into your corpse's chest and starts getting dragged down the rib cage. As you're kind of standing there, you can see the Dragonborn shake his head, kind of walks over, puts his spiritual hand on your shoulder. We are theirs now. We do not get to rest. As you can see, some of the spirits are sitting there at the edge of this large chasmous cliff. A large rat hand kind of comes up to the side. Another hand pulls itself up. And you can see an entity, it's about 80 feet tall, with very large, intricate horns swooping up in many directions, some of them circling up upon themselves. You can see large, red, beady eyes, pinpoints of light emanating out. This thing has 2 large tails with blades and ornaments all around it, and you can also see a mass of armor around this thing. As it pulls itself up on top of this ledge, you can see it grab some of the spirits and just devour them. As it does, it seems to get a little bit more solid at each one it consumes. It grabs a handful and then retreats back in. You go to attack it.
I'm waiting to see if it's coming at me.
It seems to be on one side away from you guys currently. Except for you, where
I'm
you're
leaving.
just off in the
See
distance.
that?
As you are being brought in, you can see a tunnel kind of start to form as the Raven dives down in towards a 90-degree angle. A tunnel starts appearing, and it starts filling with shadows and a lot of smoke and mist and fog. As you're being dived in, you're brought in from the top of a sky into a very dark and gloomy area. As you can see, dead trees and castles off in the distance, and a bunch of spirits. You can see a couple of these ravens bringing other similar spirits and dropping them into a city, as you are also being brought into the great city in the Shadowfell. Being brought into the large
ethereal plane tunnel that will lead into your judgment and your afterlife potentially. You have a chance.
You're fucked.
You see nothing but horrors around you, and you are rewarded to your great and timely victory as you do your
Victory
your
dab.
Smurf Nevlin traditional
Dab.
salutes off into the distance.
You knew
You,
Quasimodo would absolutely destroy in an arena.
as you conquer many, many battles in the future, you are eventually lifted to a higher status, and you have a very nice room. You are offered much treasure, and the rest of you are dead in the ground and horrifically mangled corpses. But doesn't matter to you. You're
Well,
moving
you
on.
made it.
I don't care.
You eventually face off against this large entity that
Yes!
crawls out of the pit. Roll a d20 for me. Actually, roll a d100 for me. You get the blue, I'll have the black.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back as an undead.
This will be interesting.
That'd be cool.
Kill it, absorb its power, bind your soul to
Oh
something.
my god, okay.
Bind your soul to his weapon.
Yeah, go to my staff and my piece of leather.
17.
71.
Oh.
71.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, 71.
71.
17's right there. Okay,
No.
I see it. Yeah,
You gotta
71.
get below the number, you roll a 6.
Ooh.
Remember that? Okay.
Mhm. As it claws its way up, the Dragonborn faces off with you, and a group of you launch yourselves at it, jumping. Shadow of the Colossus climbing up, God of War just cutting into it, and it seems to be doing absolutely nothing. It picks you guys off one at a time and just rips heads off and gets more and more solid. One of these days, you actually see a dwarven spirit jumping in the air with its
Magical
fist head
fist
up.
of
And
hatred.
you can see almost an energy, an aura of the fist coming in and slamming, and it impacts. You can see it winks, and a little bit of ectoplasm drop into the void.
I did something.
As it looks up, it grabs you, and you are breaking one of the fingers. You eventually snap off one of the fingers completely, and you turn around and stab into the hand. It drops you. It grabs you again, though, with the other fist, and pulls you and slams you against a wall.
That's fair.
As you are dazed by
As
the
a
impact, you turn and start punching again, and it just takes a large bite out of your head and consumes the rest of your spirit. As this happens, you see this entity manifest. It is a gargantuan-sized rat man that is very, very muscular, but it's very lean muscle. It has two large tails and a mass of curved and entangled horns. It looks down, and all of the rat men bow down and are praising it. Every rat in the room, even the large leader
Yeah,
ones.
how they even go down. I'm like, don't know what this is.
As it stands, it puts its head up and it roars out into the sky, and you can hear all of the Ratman in kind start screaming out into the heavens. Yeah. As you hear this large cacophony of Ratmen screaming out into the heavens, you can feel the earth shake a bit, and the light in the pit beneath you slowly dies down, and eventually you can see it turns completely black beneath there. It's standing on this large platform after one of your great tournaments. It looks around the room and it smiles. And that is where we will leave tonight's one shot of the Battle Royale of the Rat Trap.
Whee!
I'm forever inside to the rat man.
like no bitch.
Oh, thank
All
God I have
right.
a wall of elementals to protect me.
We're gonna turn this guy back around.
Well, let's kill some characters.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. All right. For all those who watched our stream, thank you so very much for our first test stream. We're still working out a lot of everything technically here, but going so far. And we have Alex's character.
Yes.
Dead as fucking doornails. We also have Chad's character. Also fucking dead as hell. But he has a redemption ability of maybe coming back with our Beyond Death rules that we have. Aiden survived. He can appear in another campaign. He is canonically in the storyline
So
and
do you want
can't
to
show up.
Or do you want me to convert
No,
this to an
yeah.
actual character sheet?
Yeah, we'll put him on a.
Give me an actual character sheet and
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
home
yeah.
and convert him.
We're gonna actually stop the stream here. Thank you all who came out. We will be trying to stream next week as well, hopefully with a better setup. It'll probably, hopefully, look a little bit better. And on top of that, thank you all very much for watching. We love you very much, and we will see you next Wednesday.
See you next time, Space Cowboy. Peace.
Chad's in the bathroom. He'd say bye too.